Yeet. Yeet. Yeah.
Hi.
It begins.
Morning.
Indeed it does. So, who would like to recap the palpable angst of last time?
Bro, shit's fucked.
We asked where the note came from. Apparently it came through the teleportation mail like a couple of hours ago, so before we talked to the Eye, before we were even fighting Libra, probably. So that's fun. Anyhow,
Also, time doesn't exist in the astral plane, so
Yes.
it's a bit fucky.
that's our best guess right now.
Not that time doesn't exist, time doesn't proceed. It stays still.
Regardless, things are weird. Esther
Yes.
asks Xenia to make mini crossbow bolts with special effects. It's a possible work in progress. Remy is confirmed blind by a curse. There's no healing magic that can fix it, and curse removal might be bad. We don't know what it'll do. Esther talked to Mahmood about death stuff, distortion and weave around Jade, similar to teleportation issues in the eyes, and Esther is calling out to the Lord of the Mind and like, hey, what's going on here? We need to talk to the new Shepherd Archdruid in Peduncle. We kind of organize some messages to various others, decide who's going to be hardest to get hold of, who we're going to have to figure out meetings with. But we're starting those wheels in motion. In the meantime, Esther's asking Mind about 13, who is Mind's most devoted follower, a relative to some degree or other. He can give information for sacrifice, or if we bring the brain of a creature corrupted by the Ix, made into a potion of sorts, and drunk by Esther to bring it in.
Or the skeletons of a grey dragon.
Yeah, that was another possibility.
Or I think he also just says like the entire nervous system of any ancient. Yeah.
Yeah. Brain and nervous system of an ancient dragon, which unfortunately we don't have because we used that last one.
It
Sorry.
also wasn't
That's
ancient.
okay. No. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
that
It
was
wasn't.
perfect.
My bad. But it was corrupted by Ix.
Yes.
Anyhow, we've got some possibilities for Esther to pursue that. Also, Mind could potentially return Esther's psionic abilities as a boon. She gives him the Mask of the Chosen to ask a simple question, how to guard Jade from 13's influence. There is not much other than killing or sealing them. The skeleton of the Grey Dragon is what he would take to answer what happened to change Ophiuchus from apparently a paragon of peace to burn 'em all. So, at that point, we suddenly remember that, oh, hey, that Forge Cleric guy, Eric, got swallowed or dragged into the caldera at Vulaerie a long time ago when Peduncle was attacked and all of that happened. But everybody seems to believe he's still alive because he's immune to fire and really, really tough and so on and so forth. So,
Mistress also confirmed it.
Yep, we confirmed that afterwards. I'm going in chronological order here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Sometimes I jump around, I know that. So we decide maybe we should go check that out. So we went there. We met the new dean. The volcano looks a little different with a funnel shape in the lava itself. Apparently this guy is the dean because the others in line were a little too scared after the last one was assassinated because they're like, oh boy, we're gonna get done in too if we take it up. What
Assassinated and soul napped.
What patsy can we pass this job off onto? Anyhow, the problem of getting into the lava, the caldera, is a little bit more than just heat immunity, fire immunity. There's also problem of breathable air, there's a problem of the pressure of the rock. The air thing could be solved by a bottled air elemental that wishes for freedom in response. Oh, by the way, soul entrapment. Previous Dean's soul is probably enslaved by Virgo right now.
Lovely.
Esther needs to learn some spells. It would need about 24 hours of just learning. I think that Esther only spent so much time to learn one spell, though, instead of both.
So far, she's done the was it transmute rock
Yeah.
or the shape whatever it's called.
Modified for lava, pretty much, just to see if it'll work.
Rock
The modifier
shifting.
will be a modification that you're doing. It's not a modified spell. I'll rely on intelligence check by you.
Sick beans.
And then, while Esther studies, the rest of us have a day. Fervus, as usual,
Yeah.
is doing potions.
I might go down to the university though.
This was in the past. Rosalind
yeah.
and Ashta had one nice little bit of time out and then went to do their other stuff. And Xenia had a nice time out.
Yes, I did.
Xena had an orgy.
Okay.
Yep, Ariel can't say it, but Sky can.
Jesus.
And
Right, that happened.
That night, some dreams are done. Ashta talked to Orion to get contact with the Arctic Archdruid, apparently. Apparently, also, Orion has been seeing holy symbols of Ophiuchus everywhere, and also saw Ashta's dad a couple months ago helping the rebellion out as a hunter. Fun. We're gonna have to get in contact with the rebellion, and that's gonna be very enjoyable. Dream Druid contacted Rosalind in turn, apparently has Fane from Issa. We might be talking to her about that. And that same night, Esther contacts Mistra, who has no other answers regarding Jade, but says that if Esther finds the library, talk to all three of them again. And that is where we left off, apparently according to Sky's notes at 2 in the morning.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
most of us are
that's about
asleep.
when-
What the hell are you gonna do?
Yeah, so about 2 in the morning is when you finish off the 5th level spell that you wanted to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, as such, you've just woken up from your 1 hour nap, in addition, due to the catnap potion, thanks to Fervus. And you kind of wake up, and Garil is still unconscious. He's going to be sleeping the full 8 hours, so you're kind of just on your own right now. It's a peaceful time in that little demi-plane that was created for you to research in. And what kind of shenanigans are you getting up to?
You know where Esther's going to go. I discussed this already.
I would like you to describe it for the recording.
Alright, Esther is going to go find her stepdad
Okay,
to see if he's here, to see if he's even in the city.
good thing. So, you head by his little cottage by the southern shore. And just give me a D100 luck roll. Well,
0-0.
that was the wrong one.
well.
That-
That was a D0 roll. Let's try again.
Can't roll a 0 on a
Fuck,
100.
He's 0, yeah. I was like, oh fuck.
If it helps, you can go to the little icon on the left side and just select D100.
Oh, I got it. I just missed the one.
There we go. Okay,
Fuck.
that's right. So, you head over to the little cottage in the dead of the night. It's not quite a full moon, but it's pretty close to it. What are you doing? You see the cottage. You don't expect him to be awake at this time.
To be fair, the man usually is out late drinking. That's why Essa doesn't feel so bad coming so late at night or early in the morning, because she assumed him to be out until like 1 in the morning anyways, if he's even here. She's gonna go up and knock on the door.
Yep, you knock, and you hear movement inside, but no one immediately comes to the door.
There's another knock at the door.
There's further movement and what sounds like a grunt.
Esther will begin to kick the door.
You hear, "Oh, I'm coming, from inside the cottage. The door swings towards you, weirdly enough, as it gets kicked open, and a man holding a trident is just like, what? Oh. Hey.
Hi.
You,
I know it's late. I'm sorry.
he's just kind of looks at you, just like, like called out or something.
Pardon me?
You couldn't have called out, so I didn't try to pokes you with the trident. So I didn't
I mean,
freak out.
death is not a foreign concept to me anymore. So
He just sighs, and look at him closer. You see, he's actually missing one of his eyes.
What?
Covered, not quite covered by an eye patch. Just the lid is just closed.
Dad, what happened?
What do you mean? I was startled. I came out with the trident. I didn't stab you, did I?
Your eye.
Oh, and he points to the one that's still there. This one?
No,
Yeah, it's starting to go a little bit. I probably need some glasses.
the missing one. Spaz, what the hell happened to your eye?
Oh, right. Oh, just fishhook.
Inside.
Or
It is rolling. Give it a minute. Oh, fuck.
What?
you have no clue. He's. You can smell spirits on his breath. He's, if not drunk, he's at least tipsy. And he's also a very good jokester, like a very good straightman, so you're not sure if you're being honest.
I will ask you later when you're sober. Give me a hug, please.
I am perfectly sober, thank you very much. And he pulls you into the hug.
Bullshit. I can smell spirits on your breath.
Just because I drank doesn't mean I'm not sober.
It defeats the purpose of what you just said.
Maybe in your world.
Well, I know it's late and I apologize, but we happened to be near the city and I really need to talk to you.
Sure. Who's we?
Esther's gonna point towards the floating castle.
And looks up and says, "Oh, didn't notice it."
And Esther will go inside.
And he pulls you into this, like, a hut that you're familiar with. It is just like, you know those like old style from the early 2000 movies where it's that fishing hut that has the shark jaw. It's got fishing rods everywhere. It's got a pile of rope on one side, a huge net on the other side. It smells like fish. It's grungy. It's wet. It's exactly what you'd expect.
Esther has never felt more at home in the last several days.
And you see him kind of like walk over to a little camping stove he has. Do you mind flicking it on for me?
Yeah, sure. She'll basically just flick her fingers.
Yep, it lights and he begins making a quick pot of coffee and soup for him and you.
Esther will just sit down and just, I know it's been a while, but, I found a group.
Yeah? Has it been a while? I don't quite recall.
It's been almost over a year.
Oh. No, that can't be true.
It is. I've been gone for almost a year.
But I was the tribe. Oh, you weren't there at the tribes, that's right.
No, I left, remember?
I remember, I thought you came back already. Your mom sent me some kind of message about you returning.
A week or so ago, yeah, I went back for a little while, but we had to leave again. We're going to the gathering. Are you going?
When is that again?
In 4 days.
Oh. Yeah, I'm probably required to show up, aren't I?
Personally, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, fine, I'll show up. What do you need? You didn't come here begging
Just-
money again. You know, that was your sister.
Sorry?
What are you here for? You said you needed something.
I need somebody to talk to because a lot has gone on and I think I'm now genuinely starting to process it and I don't know how to explain half of it to Mum.
He just kind of barks at in laughter like, took you this long.
Alright, well, I guess we'll get the biggest thing out of the way. My daughter is back.
He kind of like looks at you like, what do you mean she's back? She's not old enough to leave the tribes. Didn't she? What? Hold on.
Okay, she died, remember? She died,
okay,
I
that's
scattered her
correct.
ashes.
Yes, I'm thinking the right one. then.
Yes. Yes, my daughter, Jade, scattered her ashes. I left a week later, that whole shebang.
No, I just want to make sure I remember the right thing, because I don't think she just walked back, did she?
No, see, listen, on that castle over there, and Esther points to the door, there was an egg, and there was a riddle to go with the egg, and I solved the riddle, and I woke up a deity, and it gave us each a wish, and I wished for Jade back, and she's back. And I don't know how I'm going to tell Mum.
Oh my god. He's gonna die. You realize this, right?
Please do not tell her, because if she realizes that I told you before I told her, she'll kill me.
And him, but like that's
She's
a less important
she's
point.
dangerous, but you can run pretty fast.
Just drop the gun and get find the open. Why not?
Look,
Yeah.
Look, she's short, but she can run faster.
Didn't she break both of her legs?
She can still run faster. She'll come after me. Just that happened.
So hold on, if I'm not mistaken. You basically rubbed a draconic genie's lamp, got your kid back, and you're just
What was the last bit?
you're just now starting to process this? Didn't you say you saw your mom a week ago? Has it been less than a week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I saw her. Christ, when did I see her? Like maybe 2 weeks ago now?
It's been like 2 to 3 weeks, yeah.
It's okay, never mind. It was 3 weeks. Jade came back about a week ago. A lot of stuff has happened in between that. I got
can imagine.
kidnapped. I got kidnapped again. I got held at knife point. I went and killed a
God.
Zodiac. A lot of shit
Give
has
your
happened.
father a heart attack.
The hell is a Zodiac?
Right.
Goodness.
Okay, so you know how we have like
I love this character so much.
thank you.
Oh my God.
I thought you'd enjoy playing him.
Uh,
He's my favorite man. Alright, so you know how we have the archdruids on this plane and they're kind of fucking annoying?
I mean, the one in the desert's pretty cool, but
Oh, he's fine. She's fine. Whatever one they are, they're fine. But the other ones are kind of annoying. Well, so we have the archdruids on the elemental planes, you know, where we're from, but
Okay.
genetically. They have
maybe you.
these things called the zodiacs.
Okay.
And each elemental plane and kind of like the mismatch in between is governed by a zodiac. So I killed Sagittarius and we captured Scorpio because the diviner wanted Scorpio.
I'm gonna assume those are two Zodiacs. Also, who the hell's the diviner?
You know the big prison in Doncore?
It's Darren Core.
The one by the Glisten Tor, you know, out there kind of thing.
Oh,
Goodness.
I don't go past the desert. You know that. Come on.
Alright, well there's a city out there and there's this really weird, not weird, there's this really scary lady and the reason why she's giving this info is because she is terrified shitless, and this is the one person that she trusts fully. That is
Yep.
why. No, Devin asks, this is why. Esther has been scared shitless for the last 3 weeks. She is terrified!
This is catharsis.
Carry on.
And just so you know, I have been dropping hints for the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
So these are the consequences. Anyways,
Fucking consequent. Okay.
listen, shut up.
Hell.
We'll deal with this later. Look, there's a lot has gone on, and I'm kind of scared. And I suppose the main reason I want you there is because I have a very strong feeling he's going to be there, and I haven't seen him in over 2 years, and I'm really
Now, for the
freaking
first
out.
time in these conversations, see his face kind of harden and just go, "Okay, I'll be there."
Thank you, because I'm really scared.
How well armed do you need me to be?
Please,
Okay, I'll have to find some weapons.
I can loan you some. What do you need?
I don't normally use weapons. I'll have to figure out how to use one in the next couple days. That's alright.
Nobody knows that Jade is alive.
Let's go surfing. Come on. I feel like you need a break.
I would love that.
He kind of gives you the thing of soup, asks you to drink it very quickly while he goes to get out the boards. And you see him pull out these two almost like polished slate surfboards. You see they've got little mat bottom of them. And as
Very much like this thing.
very similar. This is a
Just
much
without-
longer one as opposed to a round one.
Mhm.
He says, "Come on, been a while since you've been out, right?"
It's been a bit.
All right. Did I ever teach you the water genocide traditions about the moon?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Here. Up on the board. I'm no good at the whole emotional talk, but I can give you a good story to help you settle your mind.
Honestly, that's kind of why I came here. I missed you a lot.
Missed you too. And it was a fishing hook, don't worry. I'm being serious.
Only you would be capable of tearing out your eye with a fishing hook.
I didn't tear it out. It poked really hard. It was either try to save it with magic while we're 2 weeks out from shore, which doesn't work very well most of the time, or try to get some kind of magician to regenerate it. This way, at least to get a cool eye patch and call myself pirate.
Honestly, that's fair enough. I will make sure that on my travels I will get you the coolest collection of eye patches you can ever find.
It's more fun if I find it myself, but I will wear whatever one you think is the best.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I will get you the best eye patches you could ever know. And Aster has this mischievous glint of, I'm gonna get this man the worst fucking eye patches.
He kind of glares at you like, I only have one eye to cover. Don't get me more than one. Unless you're planning to do something nasty while I'm in the ocean with you.
Oh, it is exactly like gifting ties. It is exactly like gifting ties.
But he paddles you out and he instructs you, instead of doing a standing surf, because it's a very quiet night for the waves, he instead tells you to just kind of rest on your back and try to find a point of balance. And to stare up at the moon and the starscape above you. And you know that Vulaerie is very hard to see the stars sometimes, just due to the amount of smoke that comes out of the volcano. But once you get into the ocean, and it is a clear night weather-wise, you float across. You can feel the surfboard beneath you is kind of balancing itself a little bit with magic, but it still relies on you to pick the point of balance. He begins talking about the story of the moon. In his words, I'll just narrate it as his voice, but this whole planar nonsense didn't always look the same way it did now. Some people have different stories about it. The Fire Genasi believe it all came from one large volcano, that the plains were all one big piece beforehand, and that when the volcano erupted, it separated the land, and magic kept it apart, or some elementals did it. The Air Genasi believe that if you fly high enough in the right direction, you'll find every planet out there. The Earth Genasi believe it's just a matter of walking to the right place, but what is it? See, whatever your mom tells you, don't tell her I said that. You used to be able to walk to any of the planes. You were strong enough and brave enough, knew where to go. And the moon was one of them. Sometimes you had to fly a little bit, but you can get there. And eventually, as more and more people started coming from the moon, druids learned their magic there. Some wizards did too. Started to change, started to grow things, like things do here. But things aren't meant to grow on the moon. It started to drift. Started to try to pull itself away from the roots of the world. Pull itself off so it could fly free and float out into the endless ocean above us. The lights you're seeing up there, they're not stars, they're not other moons. Little jellyfish. Jellyfish the sizes of planets, countries, who knows how big they are. But they glow on nights, and every night you look up there, it's a different set of jellyfish. They're thrown. And the moon is just one of those flying lights. Once a part of us, flies far away. Join the jellyfish. It's not rooted, but it is. And at this point in the story, you can tell he's kind of trying to pick up the pieces where his memory doesn't quite match up to how he first told the story. Kind of novice storytellers. He's no great speaker. That's never been a hidden thing from you. But his voice has this like lyrical, calming quality, and the longer he speaks, the more you start to notice the waves begin to settle, and you're just kind of floating. Not being pushed in any direction, just a simple bob on top of the still water, maybe 8 feet away from the shore. And he sits up on the board and he looks at you and he says, A bit calmer now?
A lot. Yeah.
Good, because I'm pretty sure I only told half that story right.
That's okay. I mean, I could tell you a story about how we got that castle,
Save it for when
if you
you've
want to
got the
hear
time
it.
to save it for when you've got the time to sit down for a couple days. I feel like you've got a number of stories to tell me.
Yeah.
What are you really worried about?
We need to prep. There's a reason I was up so late. Well, the only reason I have enough energy right now is because of a potion, but there's a man trapped underneath the volcano. You've heard about it, yeah?
Yeah, what was his name? Aaron?
Eric.
Eric, that's the one.
We're
Tell
going
me
to
you're
try
going to
to
try to find him.
we're going to go try to help him.
Alright, well, you managed to kidnap a castle. I'm sure you can kidnap someone from a volcano, too.
Speaking of the volcano, and more specifically fire, you remember the story of the vestiges, right?
Do you want me to tell that story, too? My memory's even worse for them.
No, just there's a vestige here. Under the ocean. Here.
Of course, it's got to go somewhere.
Speaking of which, Conrad, because she's about 300, 400 feet up from the shore, can she send out another ping?
You can.
She's gonna do it.
You do so. It's still very far. It's very, very deep. You know that the shores of Vulaerie, they are shallow for about half a mile, maybe a bit more. There's this, like, seismic cliff that just drops off, and that's kind of why it's called the Endless Ocean. It moves straight probably 4 or 5 miles, and it's somewhere past that shelf.
It's somewhere down in the deep.
Of course, most valuable things always are.
Is there any way to get down there?
He smiles at you and says, well, how good are you holding your breath?
Ah,
Not just asking that because of the ocean. If you're going inside a volcano, you're going to need to do that too.
no, I know that much. They're giving me, well, not giving me, but they're loaning me an air elemental, which, after we rescue, I'm going to be able to set free back on its plane. Not here, but back on its plane, because it shouldn't be held captive here.
Once you let it free, it'll find its way, I'm sure. But if you want to know how to get down to the ocean, it's a simple answer. Figure out a way to breathe and start swimming. You're able to talk to some of the underwater
Is there a
crabs.
potion that can allow you to breathe underwater for so long?
Of course, there's potions that give you gills, potions that let you breathe underwater, potions that turn you into sharks, into fish, potions that will just teleport you underneath the water and you don't have to hold your breath as long.
What about the merfolk?
They're down there. You probably find them too. Might be able to give you a hand.
Is there anything that can change you into resembling something like them?
I don't know. How good are you at growing fish?
What do you mean?
How good are you at catching fish, getting them, farming them?
I suppose I could learn.
It takes a while, but if you can talk to a merfolk and you can convince them that you can give them enough fish to be worth their time, they'll help you out. It's a hefty price to pay. It's a lot of fish, but
I guess so.
I don't know. I'm not a magic person. See what you can find out. Got a whole university right there.
Sorry, I was just writing. Well, you're not wrong. I suppose after today, tomorrow? Technically today. Afterwards, after everything, I'd like you to meet my friends.
Sure.
If that's okay.
Gotta stay around long enough to head to the tribe meeting. How fast is that island? Because I don't think I can walk fast enough.
It is really fast. Would you like to come up?
I don't think I'm going to be able to get there fast enough any other way.
You're more than welcome to hitch a ride.
Sure.
When we go back up, I'll tell the others and we'll come and get you. How's that sound?
Sure thing. I'll be around. Now, what are you actually worried about? And he kind of settles his eyes onto you. There's this... He's always had eyes like a storm. Like there's some movement going on behind it that you can't quite catch up to. But looking at it now, it's like looking back at a reflection of the moon. Just a soft glow behind the eyes. Something back.
I've been having nightmares again.
Alright.
All the time. And they're only getting worse. And I know they'll probably go away after I deal with whatever is waiting for me. And it's so silly, because he's probably not even going to be there. But he might. And that's the part that is the scary, I suppose. And then there's everything else going on. We're pretty much peacemakers at this point. Trying to negotiate a deal, and it's just so much. And I didn't think... I just don't want to let anybody down. It feels like all this responsibility is thrown onto me, and I don't even know what I'm doing.
Sounds like you're going to be an adult.
But everybody else seems so calm and collected and sure of themselves. But I have no idea what I'm doing. At all. And it's terrifying.
How about this? Do you know which way the ocean's about to move? "5 minutes. Where in the ocean would you end up? Do you know?
Pardon?
If you were to float right here for 5 minutes, not paddle, not nothing, where in the ocean would you end up? Do you know?
Depends on wherever the current goes, I suppose.
Exactly. So long as you're above water, does it really matter?
No, I guess not.
So, is what you're doing so far working?
Yeah,
Does it really matter how you're doing it?
no.
There you go. As long as it's working, keep doing it. If it stops working, you start to sink. Do something else.
Just... I don't want to die. Before, I didn't care. But now I have a daughter and people waiting for me. And I don't want to die again.
Make sure you know how to swim.
I just realized I didn't tell him that she died. Fuck.
You
Fuck.
alluded to it.
He kind of brushed it off. He just goes, well, make sure you know how to swim then. So if you do fall in, you can get your...
Yeah. No,
So
you're
if you-
right.
Died once before, how'd you come back?
My friends. It was here, actually. In Vulaerie, I died. One of the Zodiacs was attacking, I think, the university somewhere around here. My memory's still fuzzy. And I got hit, and she kind of lifts up a bit of her shirt just to show the scar. By an Azer.
And you're worried about my eye. After all that, you're worried about what happened to my eye?
You know me. I guess I care more about others than I care about myself.
Doesn't make any sense. If you can't swim yourself, how are you supposed to get anyone else to be above water? Let them stand on your back? Doesn't work. After you sink down...
I'm working on it. I am. I'm really working on it.
Seems like you and your friends have already built a ship together. trust each other to throw a life preserver.
Yeah. I mean, they spent everything to get me back. And
Sounds like
I
good friends.
I just feel like I'm still in their debt, you know?
I mean, if you need to borrow money, you can just say so.
No. I feel like they gave up something so great for me. They gave up so much.
Yeah, but
And
wouldn't you have done the same for them?
I would.
Who cares?
I
Just
just don't
admit,
feel like I'm living up to that debt.
to steer a ship together, you can't leave someone behind. Sometimes they'll fall in, sometimes you'll fall in. Gotta pick each other back up. Otherwise, no one floats.
How many times have you fallen in?
The water? Don't know. Doesn't matter. I just came back up.
I can so see this fucker falling off the ship because he's drunk off his ass.
Or just during a storm or whatever. Yeah, there's a number of reasons you fall off a boat.
I know, it's just very entertaining to me because I know this man and it's very funny. So they're just kind of, yeah, you're right. I knew coming to see you was a good idea. Again, I'm sorry I woke you up so early.
Oh, that's alright. Worst case scenario, I sleep in extra late. You just gave me a good reason to skip the next voyage, so I got time now.
Where were you guys planning to go?
Out in the ocean, see what we can catch. Something about some kind of kraken or something.
Fuck. Fuck. Release the Kraken, fellow brother. Anyways, sorry. Shoot. Speaking of sea creatures, the ones on your arm, the tattoos, where did you get them done?
The tattoos, well, he points to one. One was done by my friend on my ship. This was done by my friend on my last ship. This one I was too drunk to remember.
Did you get any done in Vulaerie?
Yeah, one. He pulls up the underside of the eyelid of the where the eyeball's gone. And there's a tiny little anchor.
Of course you did. Could you direct
Figured
me
this one.
towards the shop?
Yeah, probably, but not sure how well it's faring.
And why?
Well, there's a bunch of issues here earlier in the year. Same time that what's his face got sunk into a volcano. A lot of the shops got broken.
Yeah, Eric. That was at the Fall of Peduncle.
Yeah, that's what people keep calling it. A bunch of shops in that area got broken down, collapsed, stepped on, stuff like that.
Sorry, stepped on?
Stepped on, yeah. There was a bunch of giants that came by.
Did we know about the giants?
Yep.
You know that one of the giants basically got teleported on top of Eric's head. That's what dragged him down into the volcano.
Oh, well, fuck. Alright. I didn't know that. I didn't either hear it or I just didn't know it. Alright. Fuck. Let's go fight a fire giant, boys. Alright. Well, I'll go check it out, I suppose. Also, why an anchor on the inside of your eye? Really?
So I'm not going to lose anything else that's over there.
Of course you're not. Well, what time is it about now, Conrad?
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay, so it hasn't been that long. Good.
No, you're just floating in the ocean.
Oh. I should probably start heading back, I suppose.
In a rush?
Not really.
Let's wait for a good wave to come by then.
Can we wait until sunrise?
No, probably not.
Well, then a bit longer will be fine. And they'll just kind of float out there, I guess.
Eventually a wave comes by and you surf it back to shore. It's a small one, just enough to get you the momentum you need. But by the time you return, put the board back, say your goodbyes, finish off a cup of coffee he offers you. It's about 4 in the morning.
Just gonna go see if that shop is still.
You do so, and it's in the process of being rebuilt. Obviously, the efforts have been put away for the night, but it's got the framework. It doesn't have any windows. Doesn't have any interior like furniture, but it's on its way, being repaired.
Give me a second. I'm trying to formulate how I'm going to ask this. She's going to go down to the beach, sit down so she's got her feet in the water, and just see if she can call out to any sort of deity related to water.
Go ahead and roll me a D100 check. How long are you going to meditate doing this?
Sunrise is at what, 6?
It's spring. Yeah, 6:30. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
She'll go until sunrise, pretty much. When does everybody usually wake up?
I usually do it about 7, just for everyone to be like fully out of the bed and everything.
Okay, she'll do about half an hour before that then.
You do so, and you for the ocean to respond to you, and it takes a while. You can almost feel it resisting your fiery nature. That it doesn't want for a second. The longer you kind of let yourself become, when you feel your heartbeat through the rhythm of the waves, the blood in your body start pulling towards the ocean. You feel your mind kind of get pulled adrift. Give me a second D20.
Jesus Christ, give me a minute.
I'm excited.
I know, but the Discord messages keep popping up and I can't get it.
Sorry.
If you hover over it, you can click an X.
Again, you can also click on the left side of the screen where the dice is. Click D20.
Mm-hmm.
That may be easier if stuff's in the way of the.
I'm gonna
chat
fucking
box.
have to.
Easy. It's a click of a button.
Yeah.
It's actually a click of a button.
Okay, 11. Interesting. Let me just check something really fast.
I'm gonna summon a.
Please don't.
Gonna
What is
say
Esther
what?
good?
I'm gonna have to start making
Huh?
a list of every like type of god you can try to look for.
Here's the thing. Esther might just become a cleric, but like a really well-rounded cleric. And it's gonna be
Okay.
entertaining as fuck.
What's your
What is your
wisdom?
wisdom score?
What's your wisdom?
Uh,
What's the score?
14. So let's not do that.
It has the prerequisite.
I mean, if you do non-saving throw spells, it could work. Anyways,
Wouldn't be the first time you played a spellcaster without the ability for it.
Fuck off!
Whoa! This is what we don't do.
To be fair,
Ooh.
Cleric also doesn't require the most rolls in DCs, so
Bitch, you ain't
especially with
getting
your wizard
cookies.
stuff covered.
Anyhow.
Anyways.
It would be an interesting multi-class for character purposes.
Yeah, just
Also,
for character
Gargoyle really
That
be
is
so
all.
happy.
Hey, I think I'm becoming a cleric. Of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Between you and Xenia, we're gonna have
I'll kick
entire
your ass.
pantheons.
I'll kick your ass, Esther.
Yeah. Also, you're rearing into Xenia's lane there.
To be fair, most clerics in this setting follow a doctrine that is the subclass as opposed to a specific god. Garill's kind of the unusual one in this case.
I'll kick
You
your ass,
don't
Esther.
think I'm gonna collect gods like fucking Pokemon cards. You're
I
wrong.
did that already!
Jesus.
Like what Xenia does is actually kind of common, not with those gods specifically because they never get along,
Yep.
but following like the Seldorine is a very common thing that a cleric does.
That's what Cam
Xenia's
is.
suing.
I'm. This is slander?
Here's the thing: Xenia picked the Seldorine, the Aceldorine,
Yep.
someone completely separate from the Seldorine,
Yep.
and then creator of the Seldorine. So
Yep.
it's kind of a weird mishmash.
I made God soup.
You made
Jambalaya, come on.
But as you call to the ocean for something to respond, you feel just this beneath your mind Not like it's something weighing on you, because your mind at this point is miles out drift past where your body is. You are in the middle of the ocean to all your senses. And you just feel this presence beneath the waves, pull you down at any point.
Hello?
But oh, it's there.
You said it doesn't say anything?
It's not saying anything, it's just there.
Hello?
As you begin to call out, you feel the water around you just a little bit.
I don't mean any harm or any malintent. I just wanted to talk, I suppose, if anybody was listening.
You hear a voice in your mind. It feels closer to when Thorn kind of gives across an impression rather than an actual sentence. Why do you seek the attention of the ocean?
Because I'm lost. Because there's something very far down into the ocean that I would like to obtain. That even though I'm of a soul of fire, I would like to understand every element.
Yeah.
I want to understand every element, its elementals, the beings in which it holds. I want to know, and I want to understand. And I suppose the best place to start is with my opposite.
You would almost consider for a moment. This time an actual voice echoes in your mind. Feminine, but with a level of reverb that makes it almost impossible to tell. Child of flame, walker of land, breather of air, treasure of the ocean for yourself.
Not for myself. I want to help those around me. I want to aid those around me. I put my life for those around me. Nothing I do is for myself. It is for others, for those that I care about, and for those that I don't even know. I do not wish to claim anything from you. Anything. I wish to ask permission to, if anything, borrow something from you. My lifetime is nothing in the sense of yours. My mortality is fleeting in compared to however long you live. When I die, it will be returned. Whatever I have will be dispersed like ashes along the wind, and it will find its way back to you. Things of such power call back to where they are from. That is why I ask permission. I ask to borrow. To save those around me, to protect my home, to guard my plane, and to strike peace. Not fear, not hurt, only peace, as best as I can provide.
Your peace means nothing to the ocean, nor does your desires. All things return to the ocean. Given time, your land will sink beneath the waves, eventually. Child of land, you have not called upon a benevolent goddess.
I understand. I'm not looking for kindness.
No,
I don't
for my
seek
treasure.
any... Sorry?
Are looking for my treasure. You feel the ocean beneath you begin to churn and churn faster.
I'm not trying to take. I don't want to take something. It does not belong to me. Again, as I said, and as you simply just said, everything will return to the ocean. I am asking your permission. I am calling out to you, begging for permission. I'm not asking to take. I do not wish to go into your waters and take something that you know supposed to reside with you. Which is why I'm asking permission. I do not ask for you to be benevolent. I do not even ask for you to be omnipotent. I simply would like to let you know my intent. That I would like to obtain this item, and that it will come back to you. That is all. I have no malintent. I do not wish to disrespect the ocean. People I care about reside on the ocean. There is in no way, shape, or form a chance that I would try to disrespect you, even though I don't know who you are.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with either charisma or wisdom.
Sorry?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with either charisma or wisdom.
They're the same fucking thing. Oh, boys, let's just let's just give it a prayer.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yo.
You
Thanks.
feel the waves begin to shift and move, and for a second they draw away. And you just see this net, the size of a country, begin to rise beneath you to capture you, and you very quickly break the connection and return back to your body. You hear a distant rumble of thunder, and a voice echoes once more in your mind, weaker, now that you're back on land. It says, "You have disrespected the domain of Ron. If you come to steal from me, you will not live to regret it."
Motherfucker, I just wanted to ask to be nice!
You didn't call onto a very happy goddess, and I think this is the spelling of the goddess's name. Ariel, you probably know the one I'm talking about.
Poking the deific bear.
This is the deific moose.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah,
No,
so,
fair.
do
Fair.
you really want that vestige?
Yes. Very much
Right.
so.
Oh, sure. At this
Yes!
point.
Are you
You know what, bro? If I die, I fucking die. I'm
So-
used to it at this point.
The rest of us, though?
Look, my
Maybe
character
not-
development has banned me from killing gods. You're on your own.
Fair. It doesn't ban you from killing gods. It demands you it forbids you from seeking out gods to kill.
In this circumstance, same thing.
Well, if she attacks first, then it technically doesn't circumvent it.
It's self-defense.
We're not getting into god politics and debating self-defense on this shit.
We're
We're
arguing
not.
politics, we went to court!
We have stuff to
literally-
do.
Guys,
We
guys,
literally-
Okay.
Guys. We went to court. There were politics. Anyways, let's move on. Apparently,
Okay,
Esther
fuck.
does not have the favor of a goddess, but you know what? She tried to ask for permission. Fuck you. She's gonna take it.
So go ahead and roll me a religion check to see if you can figure out which goddess this is.
Great.
I asked permission, therefore I'm just gonna take it anyways.
The sign can't stop me because I can't fucking read.
I have only
works.
good intentions.
Not how this works. Also, you can't just go in and be like, I don't intend to take it, and then the instant you're told no, go, well, then I'm gonna take it, because then your
No,
word
the intention
becomes
was
nothing.
She
I
asked.
can't read.
Your
That's
word
what she asked.
becomes nothing.
What the hell is wrong with you?
She wanted to
And
ask
it's
for
like-
permission
And it was
rather than have to
probably-
give
That's like-
forgiveness.
It was probably a good move, except
This is
the
like god
unlucky
cat
D20.
calling.
It was just an unlucky D20 that got that goddess. Anyhow.
So this is a goddess that is going to be slightly homebrewed because I don't know the original myth very well. But to my best understanding, it is a Nordic goddess of the sea.
Oh, you
Lost-
fuck, it's Nordic. That's why.
All things that are lost in the sea eventually are caught in her nets.
Mm-hmm.
And she is not a goddess of bounty. She is a goddess that embodies all things deadly about the ocean. Mostly giant kin tend to worship the Nordic pantheon in this setting. So, who knows what that means for you guys?
Well, fuck. I guess we're not going after that for a while. Is it like maybe what time is it now, Conrad?
Just sunset.
Sunrise.
Sorry, yes, sunrise.
Alright, in that case she's gonna make her way back to the university.
You do so, and at the front door you see Guriel standing there tapping his foot.
Hi? Why are you awake?
Where did you go?
To see my dad?
You couldn't have left a note?
I figured you'd be asleep.
I was asleep, and then I woke up and you weren't there.
Well, you usually sleep in later. I apologize.
It's not the me being awake part that's the problem.
I'm sorry. I should have left a note. I apologize.
Please, I'm very worried about you. You said you weren't sleeping well. I want to make sure you're okay. So
I
you've
was
had
just restless.
run-ins in this city, haven't you?
Pardon me?
Also, haven't you had bad times in this city before?
This is where I died, yes.
So if you're gonna go, middle of the night without telling anyone after you've been telling me you've been having awful nightmares and not being able to sleep properly and are on the edge of mental breakdown, could you please leave a note or something, please?
I will. I'm sorry. Good news. My dad's gonna come to the gathering.
The what?
Pardon?
The stepdad?
Yeah. The man who I consider to be my proper father.
Just wanted to make sure. Depends how much. Well, it changes what spells I prepare.
That's fine. No, the other one, I don't even want to talk about him. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's alive or dead. Whatever happens to him happens.
How is he, by the way? I haven't seen him for a while. Your stepdad.
He's good. He's doing good. He lost his eye to a fish hook, apparently, which only he would. He has a tattoo on the inside of his eye now. Did you know that?
I didn't know about the tattoo, but I heard he lost his eye. I was around here last time before I came back.
Did you hear how?
He said a fish hook.
It was a fish hook then. Okay. So sometimes I can't tell whether to believe him or not.
No, he's a fisherman. They get hurt pretty often, and I offered to try and fix the eye for him, but he said it's not worth the money.
No, he's good. We went surfing, which I haven't done in a very long time. I tried to reach out to the ocean. That was a mistake.
The ocean is one of the angriest primeval parts of nature.
Yeah, I learned that.
Chelsea.
Uh-huh. Apparently
it go?
Ron is... Ron is not very happy with me, apparently.
You see him visibly pale.
I kind of gathered what she was about.
I assumed that's... We should probably tell your stepdad not to go out fishing anytime soon.
He won't be until after the gathering. I'll make sure...
I mean, nowhere near the ocean. She is a very vengeful goddess.
You know what? Give me a minute. I was just gonna call upon Ember, write out a note, pretty much just saying, hey, don't go anywhere near the ocean. Ron's mad at me, and is gonna get mad at you. Tie it to Ember's leg, and send Ember off to her dad.
The tiniest little owl goes off to fly and deliver the note. What's the tiny owl from Harry Potter?
Pig.
Pidwin.
Edwig.
Pig.
Edwig,
Oh,
sorry.
pig, thank you.
Yep. Pigwidgeon, but yes, pig.
Yep, it is delivered. You get one brought back to you as you go up to get breakfast. Basically, written on the back of the one you sent, it's like, I'll be fine.
Excuse me, please don't fucking do that! Gareel says it's a bad idea and he's smarter than me, and send it back.
As you're eating breakfast, it gets sent back to you. It's like, Gareel's smart, but I'm a fisherman. I know the ocean. Come on.
Oh my god.
So who's wrong?
Oh lord, she's gonna write. She's gonna slide the note over to Gareel. You can deal with him. You can write. You know more about this than I do. You can send this back.
Reads the note like, don't mess with the ocean. It's scary.
Oh, this is a family shit show. I love this man so much. You have no idea. Esther's stepdad is like one of the lights of her life. I hope you realize this.
Oh, I know. He just kind of sighs and, give me a second, I'm gonna go deliver him a book on what Ron is.
Have fun with
Walks in front
that.
of you. You see him walk by 20 minutes later with like 6 different books over his shoulder.
And there he goes.
As you guys eat breakfast, kind of in just the mess hall. Xenia, you've kind of commandeered part of the kitchen.
Fuck yeah.
And if you'd like to roll a cooking check, go ahead.
This is my kitchen, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you take
My
command
kitchen.
pretty closely of the kitchen.
Where's the fucking lamb sauce?
The squid is so raw. I can hear it like SpongeBob F off.
Just like sleeping in the kitchen, like, what the?
Oh dear lord, Xenia's fucking Gordon Ramsay. I'm gonna cry.
Just
I think I
runs
wanted
off.
to. I think I wanted to get in at end of last session. Wasn't a good time for it. Just a
What's
quick
gonna say?
thing.
So, coming back to anything before we get to breakfast.
I just wanted to do a quick check on a dream memory.
Sure, which one?
He just wants to look into any, see if his Fane can dig up anything else in the memories of that one ranger guy that they got the modified memory training from.
Sure. Go ahead and mark off the Fane points for genetic memories. And what specifically are you looking for? Like anything related to 13?
Yeah, sure. I guess it's a priority, but he's also just seeing if there's anything else that might catch interest.
Okay. They can't do like his whole memory in one night, obviously.
Okay.
They try to bring up as much detail from the memory of when the eyes were taken as possible. With fresh knowledge, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright. Just normal?
If I need to add bonuses, I'll do it afterwards.
I was just wondering about advantage is all.
Yep, I'm gonna do it so that you don't know details. So,
Alright. So should I just roll 2 and then...
roll perception, I will add the necessary numbers.
Alright.
3. Okay. Doing your best with the kind of advanced knowledge you have of locational sounds and big words you've heard from Esther of what she saw in the astral plane. You do gather that it was inside some sort of, if not ship, some kind of building-like structure.
Okay.
With not metal walls, but a similar density. Just based off how the echoes go and how kind of cold all the voices end up sounding. Kind of tapping into the more magical senses that you've developed as you've leveled up. Definitely planar energy there. You can't say for certain whether it's astral or ethereal. It's not inner plane and it's not outer plane, so it's one of those two. Or it's somehow on the prime material plane. Yeah, the voice is inconsistent. It doesn't maintain the same pitch, the same syntax, the same rhythm of speaking. It seems almost intentionally disguised. And from what you heard from Esther, you can elaborate or extrapolate that it's some kind of modification happened. Kind of on that note, it's hard to know how much of this memory is modified in the first place.
Okay. Brings an interesting point. Okay. I guess that's it then.
Yeah, if there's any other specific memories you're looking for, let me know. But that's the main one I know that would be relevant to what you're currently on the path for.
Yep.
If there's anything like an area that you want to look into, just mention it.
A
Keyword search if you'd like.
Yeah, probably had a better idea at the end of last session, but yeah, right now I don't know.
Okay. Well, can always do it next night anyways. Alright. So, anyone else have anything they want to do before breakfast time in session?
Nope.
Alright. So, in that case, as you guys gather for breakfast, given the brief update from Gureel of the shenanigans that Esther got up to last night.
I
Oh,
regret giving it
Esther.
to that. Oh, I
Esther.
regret giving it that catnap potion.
No, Esther.
Gives her more hours in the day to fuck
All right,
around, apparently.
Esther, you are joining lessons with Xenia to learn how to negotiate and do diplomacy. And part
What?
of that is going to be
What?
in not promising more than you are willing to deliver immediately. All right?
That's part of
I
those
didn't
lessons. I
promise
don't want to do
anything.
that.
You promised that you would not take what you sought, and now you're backed into a corner where you either don't get the vestige or you break your word.
Gods are very finicky. Esther.
Yeah.
I break my word. I die.
Oh,
Esther,
No. Esther,
All right.
Esther,
No to
Esther.
any of that.
When it comes
Okay.
to diplomacy and negotiation, the sanctity of your word is very often your greatest form of currency. And if
Yes.
that currency is proven to be worthless in the past, it will not carry any weight in the future.
And
mean-
and when it comes to gods, they can make sure you don't come back.
Yeah.
Then it is my time.
No.
No! For God's sake!
There's a grin on her
Stop
face, by
that!
the way.
No!
You get like you get a smack from the tail from a thorn at that. Rayla flies out of Ashta's pocket and just kind of sits in front of you. You can feel the weight. It's like, am I gonna have to do to hit you what I did to him?
I didn't go through all that shit for you to happily joke about it, and you know it's more than just you that you're leaving behind.
Yeah.
I know.
Now, I doubt that a goddess is one to easily forget. However, I would suggest that we table the vestige for time being to better prepare in the far future. Maybe.
One other point. Can we make a note to maybe hold back on the casting the line out into the godly ocean as it is?
I have my gods already. I'm a cleric.
He
This
looks
doesn't
at you with like narrowed eyes, like,
This doesn't involve me.
I call
I'm
it
okay with that. You know what? I'm okay with that, Ashta. I'm okay with that.
Purpose, you don't speak to gods.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
look how it turns out for him. He's doing pretty good. He's not banned from the ocean right now.
I'm not banned from the ocean. I'm banned from taking things from the ocean. There's a very
I don't
specific
think
thing
you
there.
should go in there. So I'm banning you from the ocean.
You can't ban me from shit.
He shrugs. Alright, I guess we don't have a group structure anymore.
Esther, for
Oh no.
He
No,
says
I
with a
wanted to
smile back.
Oh, well,
Damn it, I wanted to go to the university today.
there goes all
We'll-
my impulse control.
we're-
Goodbye.
we're going to the university, I promise, Fervis. Esther,
Yes.
maybe don't go tempting fate for a little while,
Oh, it's-
just in case.
Oh, it's not me I'm worried about in the
Yeah.
ocean. It's my dad.
Either way.
You think a vengeful goddess is gonna stop at just your dad?
Oh, my dad is the only one who's going to go into the ocean. That's why we are left.
You think that's
6 fucking books.
taking what they want?
You said yourself to them, your lifespan is much shorter than theirs. They could probably hold a grudge for a long time, especially if it's god notorious for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If it's a vengeful god, there's a reason it's vengeful. It's
Yeah.
big.
Very good reason.
So understand when I say that it's not unlikely that at some point in the past one of Xenia's incarnations pissed off a cooking god,
Okay.
and just now they're getting over it.
Maybe. You just brought up the best point, Ashton.
That's a pretty good point.
Well, regardless, it happened. It's done, and it's dealt with, and it will be dealt with. Now, can I go swim in lava, please?
It is
It's safer than the ocean.
As long as you don't go talking to the volcano.
It is a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible thing that does sound safer than the ocean for you right now.
That is, yeah, that's grim.
Well, personally, I think she already had a grudge against me because I live on land, I breathe air, and I made out fire.
She's
Case
a
in
god.
point, Esther's gonna... What did Xenia make for breakfast?
Eggs and bacon. I said
What did Xenia make for breakfast?
I said eggs and bacon.
Oh, okay. In that case, Esther's going to look at her plate. There's like 1 piece of bacon left. Esther's gonna set the piece of bacon on fire.
You motherfucker!
What the fuck?
Why?
My point!
That's stupid bacon.
Why? You want to know? That's
That
what
was
a
the
god
thing you just did.
That's what a god can do to you, Esther. Can you unburn that bacon?
Esther's gonna pick up the flaming piece of bacon and eat it.
Can you unburn that? Yeah, that's what a god can do to you. They'll turn you into a flaming piece of bacon and eat you.
Well,
Rosalind's
Which
just sitting
I'm-
with both hands over her eyes.
Xenia just sits on the floor, crossing their legs.
We've got work to do. Let's go.
it happens. Let's go swim in a volcano and hope the pressure doesn't kill me.
Very well.
I have diamonds.
Diplomacy lesson 2 might be about making gestures that others may find insulting. But we'll get to that later.
Really insulting.
Let's go find
I
the
can't-
volcano.
I can't wait to see Rosalind's binder full of lesson plans for these two.
Oh my god, it's
There
gotta be
is
like
no binder.
30
Every single lesson follows some particular event that she witnessed, and so there is no plan. It's haphazard. It's as need arises, and it's got plenty of
Studies.
real life examples.
Well, you see, we're so busy right now that the needs are piling up already.
We'll say something, and Rosalind will give us a look, and we'll know we're having a diplomacy lesson later. That
Yep.
It's the look of a teacher giving you detention, but it's someone with the lessons instead.
see, I
I'm
still
just
don't
gonna-
think Esther. I still don't think Esther needs diplomacy lessons. I want to be completely honest.
Rosalind is gonna get everybody in the party. Okay? Alright? I'm not gonna roleplay it. Just know that you guys are getting about an hour after dinner every day from now on.
It's going
Ouch, John.
to be
Yeah, I'm just turning them down. Because unfortunately, when he makes like a loud exclamation into the mic, it's not too bad. But when it drags out over the course of like a minute, it's just
Ow.
painful.
It's roboting.
I muted him. At least for me. I don't know if it's safe yet. Is
I
it?
think he's just now realizing it.
Like, we can hear a swear drawn out over 10 seconds right now.
Yeah. Alright, let's go swim in a volcano.
Is John back? Can I unmute him?
Yep.
He's,
He's not lagging at least.
Okay. There we go.
I'd still be hesitant turning him back up, but you can unmute him.
Alright.
Right. So, you guys are doing what? You have eaten, you are fully long rested. Esther, please prepare your spells for today. Xenia, you as well.
What is the spell that I learned? I can't find it anywhere on the Roll20.
Hold on. I don't know, I think it's a 5th level spell?
What, ethereal is?
No, she was getting the
Oh no, the stone one.
Shape Earth, something like that.
Vestige of Stone?
No.
'Cause that one wouldn't be in roll 20 at least.
Is it something?
Transmute rock. I think it is. There's
It's
transmute rock. There's.
Just need to know so I can add it.
I feel like this should be much more
Here we go.
concrete. No pun intended.
I just couldn't find which one it was. It's Move Earth.
Transmute Earth.
Sorry, not transmute Earth. Move Earth.
Move Earth.
6th level spell, not 5th level. My mistake.
Alright, I'll add it right now.
It's on roll 20.
Right. I guess for preparations for this, Rosalind is leaving Thorn here, so it's one less creature to be shifted or made ethereal or whatever. And
You can also pocket dimension him if you'd like.
I could, but
I'll
what?
probably you leave Rayla there with them too.
yeah, let's just
Good
leave
choice.
Thorn and Rayla on the castle and. Oh boy.
Okay, for spells, wait 1 second. Do I need Etherealness and Plane Shift?
No, you need plane shift because etherealness only affects you.
You're right. Wait, I need Plane Shift? Uh-oh.
To get everyone onto the astral plane. Or sorry, the ethereal plane.
Uh-oh.
It was Move Earth, you said?
What is
Move Earth.
I don't have the tuning fork for it.
It was given to you
Wait,
by
they
the
have
university.
it!
Yeah.
You're right, I forgot. I'm dummy. Okay. I'm just fixing spells right now, so I'm just like, huh. Wait a damn minute. Ray is dead, just in case he's...
Yep.
I have Revivify and Ray's dead prepared, and diamonds for both.
How long is what's his name been dead? Been not dead, but in there.
Over a month.
Okay.
I can't do Resurrection right now. Wait, I can't. Wait, I need to get you guys back. I can't do Resurrection right now, but a month and 1 day will never hurt nobody. Just in case.
Ray says 10 days. 10 days.
Ray says 10 days. Resurrection is century or longer. But it's a fun one.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been in there for a century, so we're fine.
Yep.
Alright, I'm prepped.
Okay. So, Esther, what magic items are you personally equipping?
The Vestige of Fire.
Okay.
I suppose... I don't know if anything else. Will it burn?
I have no idea. You've never put a magic item into a volcano before. Vestige
Well, I
of Fire probably won't, but...
Vestige of
Lit.
Fire is fine. Everything else I know will probably catch fire. So, I suppose only
know,
that?
You know, at least so far, the Vestige of Fire has protected you and your items as well. Generally, items that are equipped to you, especially magic items, are unaffected by terrain, just for the sake of not complicating things.
Alright, then the Earring of Health, Headband of Intellect, obviously those stay with me.
Okay.
The Vestige of Fire, Vestige of Earth, I suppose, I'll keep on me as well.
Okay.
Spell Focus. And, Stone of Foresight.
Okay, good to know. Ashtar, are you lending her the bandana for the breathing?
Yes, if you'd like it.
Esther will take it.
Can I do something weird?
Okay, you've got the... Always.
So, with my Channel Divinity, I can use my bonus action to cast, like, a couple spells, and one of them's water breathing. Am I allowed to adjust, like, one of those to fuck with it and make it lava breathing sort of thing, just in case as well?
So any spell you can cast, you can try to modify, yes?
Yeah.
So it will be a
Liquid
difficult one to
breathing.
modify. Yeah, so
God,
it'll be
it's
more
terrible.
difficult to modify. The difference being water at least still has oxygen in it.
Yeah.
Magma does not. Magma, in fact,
Yeah.
consumes oxygen even in the air around it. So it'll be a very
Yeah.
high, difficult version of it. It'll still use the same spell slot level.
I can offer an alternate.
It's just my channel divinity, so I don't use a spell slot.
Or, I was gonna say, like, maybe you could modify the water breathing or something to just, like, increase held breath rather than making
but
it so you can breathe rock.
Yeah, that could work too. That also, yeah.
Just, like, extremely lower oxygen intake, because you're modifying the way the body takes in oxygen anyways.
That
Rather
could
than,
work.
like, figuring out how to pull oxygen out of solid stone.
Yeah, I guess so.
That would be easier. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll try and do that then. Thank you for
Go
that
ahead and
suggestion.
make
That
me
was
a
great.
wisdom check.
Feign advantage. Can I
Okay.
guidance?
You can. DC is 19 still.
Okay. And
Nuance.
No.
Guidance.
fingers crossed. Yep, got it.
Yeah, nice job.
Okay, so
What?
basically, Esther, the way meets it beats it. You got
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you said first.
He was a bit late on it.
sorry. I'm on like a 3-second delay. I'm pretty sure.
That's okay. So, what happens?
So basically, the way that holding breath typically works with D&D is you can hold your breath equal to 1 minute times your Constitution modifier. I'll say that this basically multiplies that by 10.
Okay, so
So what's your Constitution modifier?
20.
20? So plus 5 in that case.
Yeah, because of the necklaces.
So in that case, you can hold your breath for about 50 minutes before you basically go unconscious.
Nice!
Yeah, that being said, there are, obviously you get punched in the chest, you can also lose breath, but in general, your maximum average is 50 minutes. Of the air elemental thing.
Air elemental, yeah. Esther's just
Oh.
gonna kind of turn to Xenia. Thank you.
It's a fun spell. And it was probably going to work. So, yeah, cool. Good luck.
Well,
Good luck. Xenia's like clutching the little packet that they keep their diamonds in. Good
One other
luck.
magic thought. Is there anything that we could give Esther a swim speed? Since she's kind of in a liquid?
Huh. Alter self, but that's a self spell.
Yeah.
oh shit, the belt!
Oh, my belt. I gave it to you the day before.
Yes,
Okay,
but
in that case,
that's why I asked what you had on you. It's very important
Yeah,
that you have the belt.
that's what I mean. In that case, knock off the vestige of earth. She's gonna attune to the fire giant belt.
Strength score is now 25. That's a +7.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep the vestige on you anyways, just in case?
The earth one could burn up, is what I'm concerned about.
I don't think those things burn up.
Neither do I.
Are they,
But you
are they
know,
artifacts? Conrad?
They are technically artifacts. Artifacts aren't immune to damage. They are just very difficult.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, it seems at least unlikely that a like primordial earth magic item can be damaged by like hot earth, but I don't know.
It's up to you. Esther, you're the one equipping it, so are you going to keep it with you or no? Because you will not be able to attune to it at least while you're there. So.
No, I'm actually gonna entrust it to Xenia.
Ah,
Okay.
An artifact, something for something. That way we trade it when I come back.
this is very special. I will hold it.
Yeah, use it?
No, only a Genasi can use it.
Alright.
Xenia, even
Yeah.
touching this thing, it's... First of all, it's heavy. And not just because you just got rid of the belt. It's heavy. But you also feel more stable. Whereas you have a very immutable form. It cannot be forcibly changed, but it's also very free to change by your own volition.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost roll over your forms just by holding this thing.
Ah. This is interesting. I feel
Feels weird, doesn't it?
in control. More than I am physically in control. Emotionally, we don't even know, Esther. But physically? Whew.
Well, Earth is the calming element. It's sturdy, stable. Makes sense.
Can I touch it for a second?
Go ahead.
He's just going to like take it and just try to again, like in the other hand, focus on the that metal thing he could do.
Even more so than with Xenia, this thing is heavy in your hands. You actually immediately feel that kind of connection to your wings begin to fade as you are basically pulled to the ground. But your armor, you harden around you and then mold itself to your body a little bit.
What is it?
It likes the metal in the armor.
No shit.
He died.
Can he like turn his like bit like that metal thing he did before with the planar warrior?
Yeah, you can a little bit. Again, you never went to the true plane of Earth. You only went to the swamp plane.
Yep.
So it's not like a hardened steel that it turns into, but you feel your fist turn into this like almost mercurious like liquid metal, like a flexible one.
Cool. He just turns that off and hands it back.
I will hold
As
this.
you hand it back, you feel like gravity has let go of you for a second.
He's like, oh, you know when you don't realize you're clenching your jaw?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah! And he just like rolls his neck.
I'll hold this very carefully, Esther.
Does it feel heavy to Esther?
Oh, it is a true freedom, like the Earth is lifting you up.
You stumbled like for a second when you held it. What was wrong?
It's heavy to me because I'm not a genasi.
Yeah, kind of heavy, honestly.
Huh.
In fact, I'm more specialized in killing elementals, so it's probably not a big fan of me.
Doesn't like you, not at all.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
armor, though. I guess
that's
dwarves are
good.
kind of in that wheelhouse, huh?
In that case, Xenia, if you're okay with holding it.
Uh-huh. I may have to put it somewhere, like, on my back if we have to ethereal it, but I'll keep it safe.
Actually, wait. Fervis, do you want to hold on to
Yeah?
this?
I mean, I suppose he'll
Yeah.
grab it.
Fervis, the moment this thing touches your hand, you feel incredible. You feel like any metal that you've ever kind of been vaguely curious about collecting, you can almost sense it around you.
Well, keep that safe for me, okay?
Okay.
John, you're quiet, but we can hear you.
Hello?
There you go. In that case, let's go spelunking.
I mean, I suppose, yeah. I mean, you, but...
It is an important distinction.
So you go smoking, oh,
Finally, the hempen rope will come in handy.
Sure.
that thing will burn up immediately.
All the fucking rope that we start with as a party will finally come in handy.
Except it won't because it'll burn on entry.
That is the joke. That is
Yeah,
the joke
yeah.
here.
We'll see how the ethereal plane feels about it.
Yeah.
So question, is everyone going, or...
It's up to you guys.
Up to y'all if you want Esther to
want
climb down.
to go to the... Yeah.
I kind of thought we were all going ethereal, but only Esther was leaving the ethereal down there.
Mhm.
Just
I'm just wondering if we want to all, like, group up at the bottom of the volcano.
We could, if we need to fight some shit, then we probably should.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's a good precaution.
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Okay, I think
Alrighty.
we're going.
We got it, boys!
We're going ghost.
Fuck.
So,
Jeez.
Xenia, I assume you cast plane shift on everyone?
Yeah, everyone join hands and sing Kumbaya. while I
Okay.
thank you.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Esther, you can't be Esther, you can sing Kumbaya, but you can't hold the hands, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Wait, Esther's going into the lava, right? Is she going into the
Not yet.
ethereal?
We're all
Mhm.
going ethereal in order to go down there, and then
Yes.
if Esther, if anybody needs to pop out of ethereal to interact with things, it would be Esther.
Okay, Esther, join the Kumbaya circle. Alrighty.
Sorry.
Join the Kumbaya circle, and
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Stop.
So, as you guys shift into the ethereal plane, it's not like other plane shifts where you feel like a tugging. This is not a shift of space. You simply feel your bodies almost pop off your soul.
That was uncomfortable.
Pop off.
Kind of like it feels like when the Firebird stops time and you guys see each other's true forms.
You get used to it.
Looking at each other, you are all translucent ghosts who can kind of see the material plane around you. Interestingly, Ashley, when you go to the ethereal plane normally, you go there in its entirety. As you guys step off, you guys watch as at the rim of the volcano, kind of on the safe platform, you guys step out and all your bodies drop. You have currently separated your bodies from your souls. It is reversible, so you guys know this. As soon as you return or try to return to the material plane, you'll immediately jolt back to your body. With some finer control, you might be able to pull your body to your soul. That's kind of what your Yes Boss training is about, Ashta. All your bodies just drop behind you.
Oh, so we're not going to be able to just drop it with Esther down there and she
Yep.
Again,
with stuff.
Ashton has enough control that it's reasonable to assume that he can do it, that he can allow someone else to do it.
Okay.
But if something like if you, for example, if your soul drops to 0 HP but doesn't get killed, it shunts itself back to your body.
All right.
When you have
That was
control
astral
over what you do,
rules.
it's being extended to the ethereal plane for this.
Okay.
In that case, if I leave the ethereal plane, is my body gonna come to me, or am I gonna get yeeted back to my body?
If you unwillingly leave the ethereal plane, you'll go back to your body. If you willingly leave it, your body, something like specifically prevents that, like an ability or an effect.
Okay. So my body
Should-
eats to me. I'm stuck in the lava. If I go back into the ethereal, my body's still gonna be in lava.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
maybe this
so-
is a.
So I have to
fact-
go down and then climb back out, boys.
This feels like something we should have or would have known beforehand.
This is unusual. This is not normal. I'm not just saying this as like this happens all the time. This is happening currently, and this is unusual, and you're aware of this, Ashta.
Can Asha attempt to pull his body into it?
Into the ethereal plane?
Yeah, like he does
Um,
usually.
Go ahead and roll my wisdom check.
All right.
With
Would
that-
would his use of etherealness help that? Like if he did his use for the day?
It would give you a small bonus.
All right. I'll go with it. Advantage, wisdom. Actually, he might ask Zena for guidance before he tries this.
Friends, go for it.
25.
You guys watch as Ashta's body disappears, and the kind of spirit that he is seems far more solid than before.
Better.
Okay. So you can do that, but we can't do that, and I can't interact with anything in the material like this.
Moreover, this shouldn't be how it goes. This isn't right. This isn't the usual.
Alright, well, in that case, what if you all stay in the ethereal? I'll go back to my body, I'll climb down, I'll look around, and you all follow me in the ethereal.
If I
I
shunt
don't
you
like
back,
leaving our bodies there.
If I shunt you
I don't
back,
like it either.
Master, if I shunt you back to the material and you bot back, we either have to unwillingly get back to our bodies, Or we have to wait a day for me to be able to get everyone back to their bodies.
Alright, how's this? We're already in the ethereal. Let's take this opportunity, however long this lasts. Let's see if we can scout out what is going on down there. That way, whenever we have to go, or Esther has to go physically, she knows what lies ahead.
Alright, go down, let's check.
Can we not just leave our bodies there?
Actually,
Like
can you second
Conrad,
another-
for scene setting, like, who is around us? What is happening on the material?
It's only been like 30 seconds. You guys kind of, you're being watched. Like people are keeping track of what's happening to you. You can see behind you the dean, the current dean at least, is looking at it concerned, but not seemingly very surprised that this happened until Ashta's body disappeared. It's looking around, and you can, if you strain to listen, you can hear his voice echoing out, asking if you guys can hear him.
Asha goes, "Yep."
You hear a jolt as you see like the as you breathe, the breath of wind against the back of his neck, and you hear him yell out once more. Again, it's very hard to hear. Are you guys all right? What's
This is usually how I do it, but we weren't expecting this.
It only happened once before. Didn't happen to everyone who went to the ethereal plane.
This? Hello?
Yes, your body.
Yep.
Yes, your
No,
body's being left behind. It happened once before.
did you hear us, Ariel?
Yeah, he just cut out very suddenly at halfway through a sentence.
I'm sorry. But yeah, he echoes out, and you hear him basically saying that this happened once before to one group, but hasn't happened again since.
Okay.
Can I just do like any sort of check to get an inkling on what's going on here?
Go for it. Go ahead and give me what wisdom things are you proficient with?
Insight, perception, dragon
Okay.
chess.
For the sake of this, let's do a dragon chest check with advantage.
Okay. Could I feign double advantage?
Good.
All right, I'll do that. 28.
Do you want to add a guidance just for fun?
Yeah, sure. 32.
31.
Math bad.
That's okay. Reverse math. If you had to hazard a guess, the reason the astral plane is because it's not solid enough that an unattuned body can go to it. It's very taxing on a body that's not born there to be on the astral plane. For the ethereal plane for this to be happening, either there's something strange about the material plane here, or the ethereal plane is more distant from the material plane here than it should be. You would expect this maybe to happen while all the portal stuff was happening, but the fact it's happening now implies that there's some sort of monumental level of energy that's interfering.
He'll just give a summation of that to the dean.
You see him kind of furrow his eyebrows, like, if you guys still plan to scout out, if you find ghosts that are like burning, like wisps, the last group that this happened to, they saw them. Maybe that's some kind of hint? Unfortunately, those ghosts seem to have killed the last group, so be careful, but
But they got back to their bodies fine.
most have some issues, some health issues after the fact, but some of them are alive, not all.
Also on that check then, Conrad, would Asher know exactly what would happen if he died? While still, well, like actually on this plane?
Your body's here. Whatever happens to your body happens to your body.
Alright.
It's interesting though, as you kind of look around a bit more, that the tower of faces that follow you normally, they're not here. You can't see all those heads looking down on you like you.
Hmm. Did he see it when he was out of his body before?
And when you did the etherealness the past day, it was still there,
Okay.
but right now it's not.
Hmm.
Well,
Got them scared away.
what do you mean?
The ghosts that like to hang around me.
Xenia, what's our time limit on this?
Like in the ethereal?
Yes.
However long you want. I can bring you back whenever you want.
Good.
It's
All right.
plane shifting.
Alright. I worried that there was a limit.
Not that I
Despite
know.
that,
Well, are we ready to go?
yeah.
Just, I guess be careful with me. I'm a bit, more permanent here.
Good to know.
Horrifying statement. Good to know.
Let's get check in with Essence.
You try to call her, and while you can feel her power there, you can't see her when you draw her.
Is that usual for when he's in the ethereal?
It is absolutely not. She is actually much more material and has a whole body in the ethereal plane. The fact that she's unable to form right now, and you can't hear her either, is incredibly concerning.
Glances around. Something's really not right here.
Then let's go fix it.
Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Easier said than done. But we can at least look around first. Tread lightly, tread carefully.
So, for the sake of moving in the ethereal plane, it's basically whatever direction you guys will yourself to move, you move. So if you'd like, you can just
Gonna
descend into the magma.
go ahead and guess past without trace.
Sure. Anyone who would like to roll a stealth check, go ahead. Anyone who would have disadvantage because of their armor can ignore that disadvantage too, because you don't really move here, you just float.
Stealth check, so I get the plus 10?
Yep.
Okay.
Might as well.
Oh, wait, no. That was not... Yeah,
Or
it's
we'll
the
use your
same.
first roll, which is the same one.
Yeah. Yep. So 20.
33.
Oh. Overall, very good stealth checks.
Yes.
You guys are confident you're moving without much disturbance of the area around you, and stepping through that first layer of magma in the ethereal plane, most of you it sets off your fight or flight senses, as it looks like you're just walking into magma. And it is warm. Which is furthermore strange, because there is no temperature on the ethereal plane normally. Nor do you have a body to feel it with. Magma, there's this heat. Not deadly, but stifling. That first cone that's dripping into the underground, it opens up into this magnificent miles and miles and miles of underground caverns lit by the glow of magma that flows within it. It collects and pools at the bottom into one large cavern, maybe 2-3 miles down, straight. This is what you guys know enough about geology and just your base research of volcanoes to know that, yeah, this is normal. There's channels, there's magma flows. There's not usually, though. If there was, a volcano wouldn't have a chance to form. The fact that there's open space means something basically punched its way through the bottom of this volcano and then kept going. And going. And going for miles.
Well, this is where the giant must have gone.
suppose.
I'm not keen on this, guys.
Well, we have to scout.
I don't think we have to.
What do you think we have to do?
I think we need to look into this more from a safe distance before we go trouncing into something that gets us killed.
What can we possibly look into that's not here? This.
The nature of the area, why this ethereal is not operating correctly.
But they don't know.
Exactly.
Nobody knows.
If it's not operating correctly, what makes you think that there is any documentation of it?
This guy's only been gone for maybe a month. There hasn't been exactly a whole lot of dedicated effort going towards him, okay? There's been a bit, but they've tried to revive him.
There's been a number of search parties that have tried to go through different planes and through the magma before. As was mentioned by the Dean, all who came back severely injured and mostly incapacitated.
If anybody's going to rescue him, the odds of it being us are incredibly high. And besides, if something should happen, we go right back to our bodies, and that be that.
Speak for yourself.
Goodness.
Ashta?
I can't hold shifting us back, but I can do it quickly, Ashta. It's not just you down here, it's all of us. And we all understand, at least to some point, how much danger we're putting ourselves in.
I just don't want us going way out of the way for this, okay?
That's alright.
We
And
won't.
if we see something that we do want to leave before anything gets to us or anything gets to us badly, just grab onto me and I'll get us out.
Alright.
Right now, let's just see what we find. See if we can find anything more than the other stuff.
Go carefully, and we check to make sure we want to keep going anytime there's something new, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Forward we go.
So, as you descend down, what
I
I'm going to
guess we
assume...
will ourselves forward.
Oh, sorry, fireworks outside, hold on.
That time of year.
Yep. Well, it's Canada Day today.
Yep. I mean in both areas, because in a few days when I run on Saturday, there's gonna be booms on my end.
Oh yeah. It is the day today, though, is all.
Yep. Oh, that's kind of why I generalized it as that time of year, because today it's you guys, and next time, Saturday, it's gonna be me.
I didn't know if you knew it was today for us.
Yeah, it's on my calendar.
Okay.
And I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah. Canada Day.
The 4-day season, where fireworks season.
Yep. And my dog is not loving it.
Oh,
Poor
ditto.
bugger.
Mine's fucking barking like a maniac upstairs right now.
Oh.
Hath he returned?
I don't think so. He's still muted.
Yeah, that sounded like a
Chant.
lot of fireworks.
Yeah.
Went to basement where it's a bit quieter.
Alright.
So, as you guys descend down to, I assume, that kind of main channel, mostly, you see, if your bodies were here, it would be a number of issues. Every time a bubble beneath bursts, there's this rush of hot air that goes past you guys, and while it doesn't push your bodies, you can feel that it is forceful from the side even. There are those ghosts that they mentioned, but you're quiet enough here that they're not going to notice you.
I should look at them as they're going.
So there's these like flaming spirits that seem like the fire that's part of their body is almost consuming their body, and every once in a while they'll dip their head into magma and then seem to drink the energy coming off of it. Every time they do, they come back looking a bit more whole, but in more pain at the same time. It's one of those things where if you could almost imagine what hell would look like, this is probably pretty close to it. But at the same time, there are these beautiful crystals of orange, red, black all over, covering the walls, small channels, rushes of like superheated steam flying past. It's madness, but it is beautiful in a strange way. It's nature at its most fundamentally powerful. And as you descend closer and closer, it takes maybe an hour to get even close to the second layer that you're dipping to. Ashta, every one of your elemental radars immediately starts going absolutely haywire. And this gravity starts to almost pull you towards the magma. Something is there, and it is physically drawing in your ethereal form.
Just Ashta or everyone?
You don't notice them drifting down, but it is... If they are going down, it's much slower than you are. It's one of those things where it isn't a problem at first. You have control over your movement here. But as you get closer and closer, you're starting to have to strain harder and harder and focus not to get dragged down.
Guys, something's pulling.
Do you want to grab onto one of us? Are you able to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen if we go further.
Okay. If it gets unbearable, let us know. And if we need you, we can go back. So he's going to probably suggest that Esther reach out her hand because Esther has the +7 the strength.
Esther's gonna hold on to Ashta.
You guys can hold on to each other right now, just to kind of not set yourselves adrift. And if you need to plane shift, you'll be in contact with each other.
Okay.
Daisy Chain.
Yeah. So, as you continue to drift further, kind of using Ashta as an anchor, pulling you towards this caldera beneath the earth, you come out the other side, and Ashta and Esther, all of your senses, your magical nervous endings, if you could, fire at once. And as you look down, you see, for a second, it looks like a phoenix, and it's not. For just a half a second, it has that same magnetism to them. Esther, roll me an intelligence check, but Ashta on instinct remember, and you know what this is.
Oh boy.
Let me just see that.
I fear.
Okay. So you're going to get most of this knowledge, but when in doubt, Ashta will know the rest. He can explain it to the party. Ashta, on not a primal elemental like the one summoned in Peduncle, but the closest thing to it. It is a elemental that sits at the heart of volcanoes on the plane of fire. They don't come to the material plane, period. If they did, it would cause destruction precedented.
What the fuck?
The raw amount of energy contained within their bodies to, crumple mountains beneath them. Sitting there with this glowing red pulse in its chest and chains sticking out of it on every side, holding that red glow in place. And
Stop here.
That kind of strength that you were using to pull up is not going to be enough in a second. If you get any closer, it's going to start dragging you closer and closer to it, like a moon does to the Earth.
We cannot be any closer to this thing. Back up.
Okay, back
Okay.
up. Hey, Conrad.
All pull
Give
together.
me a group strength check to pull back up, because it is difficult for
Yes.
all of you at this point.
Strength or
Uh,
athletics?
Strength.
Great.
Oh
Senior
wow.
Senior doesn't have enough cast guidance on me, does she?
If
Does they?
that
I have the belt. What the fuck?
haha. Xenia knows Ash is not the strongest, so we probably just get some.
All right.
We're daisy chains anyway.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, I think, yeah, Fervus brought you guys just high enough that you have the high enough strength to do so. So you start pulling back hard, with all
Oh
of your
god.
and might, and pull out of that kind of gravity and back above that kind of layer of magma that was protecting you.
The hell was that?
That was an elemental. A strong
It's not
elemental.
just an elemental. That
should-
was a step below a phoenix.
It shouldn't be
man.
here.
What
Why
do you mean
is
it
it-
shouldn't be here?
Why is it stuck? It shouldn't be here.
Because by all rights, if it was actually here, I don't think that Vulaerie would be on the map right now.
Someone probably
it's-
ripped it away from where it was from.
And it's bound there. Or
It-
close to it.
It
On
needs
a
to go.
leash.
It needs to go back.
We don't have the power or the strength to do that, especially
Not right
in
now, at least.
ethereal.
Hey, Conrad.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, would Gias work on this?
You have no idea.
No idea.
You also have to get far closer to it.
Figured.
Not trying anything on this thing right now. We're heading back.
for this. Yeah.
But we know what there is now.
Well, at least
Yeah.
we can better prepare. And I guess we shoot back to the surface.
Okay.
Yep. We
So-
we go to the surface first, and then we plane shift.
You can plane shift to a place.
For reassurance sake.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys float back up. The further you get, the more you can kind of feel that compression on your chest begin to fade. Like, roll me an insight check. Advantage.
Okay. Advantage. It's like 21.
Okay. You're relatively confident when you say this that right now, multiple planes are bleeding into each other. And that elemental is the source of it. The reason the ethereal plane is like this right now is actually because if you're on the inner planes, the planes of material, not the material plane, but the planes where matter is all that exists, your body cannot cross over to the ethereal plane. Only your soul can. Versa. Ghosts can't go to the planes because only material can exist there. What's happening is the plane of magma, lava, between fire and earth, whatever you want to call it, is slowly bleeding up the volcano. Not all at once, not in a steady flow, with an ebb and like a tide.
He'll relay that.
Oh gods.
Okay, so
That is
planes are
an issue.
bleeding? Oh man.
That's not just an issue for us.
That's an
That's
issue for everyone.
everyone. Yeah.
We need to talk to Leo.
That's not. Yeah, that's not just an issue on this plane.
No, it's an issue on his. We need to speak to Leo.
Let's get back first.
Shift
Talk to the
back.
dean.
Yeah.
So
And
another hour goes by, it's floating back up. You plane shift back without an issue. Back onto the material plane is like jumping into the ocean on a cold day. It's magnificent how much more comfortable you are here. But even on the ethereal plane, the pressure that was occurring on your bodies was pushing the breath out of each of you. Come back to your bodies, it's like freedom from the worst nightmare you've ever been in.
After just breathes out some frost. It's like, better.
The
what
dean
could buy?
jumps towards you guys, your bodies all stand up, and he goes, "Okay, is everyone completely sane? Are you guys all right?"
We're fine.
I think so. We didn't
It's the
fight anything.
volcano you need
Nothing
to worry
noticed us.
about. Yeah.
But we know what's going on.
Come inside.
Yeah.
You probably need some water.
Yeah.
Sit you guys down, give you guys a break. I can't believe you came back completely fine. But we'll sit down first. And he brings you back up to his study, and you guys are practically like offered to be carried up there if you really want, on like a palanquin.
Did Ashton get that under armor cooling thing?
Yeah, you. I
Yes.
believe. It helps to a degree, but again, it's more of a ethereal, magical thing than actual heat.
Yeah. I just wondering if
Yeah.
it's still just like a nice cooldown.
It's definitely helping, but the fact you're still next to a vaguely active volcano.
All right.
As you return back to the study, seated down, he says, "So I don't see Eric, so I'm going to assume that was not in the wheelhouse right now, but please, everything..."
Yeah, out of the wheelhouse is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
At the bottom of that volcano sits a, what was the proper name for it, Conrad?
I will show you.
All right.
Oh dear.
Their common name, kind of like we don't call a phoenix a primal fire elemental. The name is volcanic core. They sit at the inside of volcanoes
Oh,
on
fuck.
the plane of fire.
Sat in the volcanic, in the core of the volcano is quite literally a volcanic core, one step below a phoenix.
You see him pale at that and just
It-
like a dead one, right?
It's bound there.
There were chains.
There should be no way physically possible about binding those things. What do you mean there's chains?
It's bound there. It's stuck.
Our understanding is as good as you, but we're telling you what we saw. As far as I can tell, the ethereal, the plane of fire, and our little material are mixing and blending in the worst way.
How the what could bind something like that?
Something very powerful, inevitably.
Oh no. And he kind of like covers his mouth. Give me a... Hold on. I need an arcanist here. Do you guys know any glimmers? Please tell me you do.
How immediately do you need this glimmer?
I need to be able to talk to them right now.
We can relay.
Moment, and there's gonna be, like, everybody's Fane, probably. Shoom! To Orzer right away. Do you know anything about this? Can you contact him? Is there anything you can do about this?
Also,
or can
we're
you
sorry.
recommend someone else?
Also,
Okay.
we're sorry.
You get an echoed, "What in the San Pellegrino hell do you mean that's what's down there?" And a moment later, Orzer steps out of the doorway in the dean's office.
Oh, we work fast.
He goes, "What do you mean there's a volcanic core there?"
Volcanic cords bound in chains.
I saw it with my own damn eyes.
Yeah.
Physical eyes.
Send me the memory, please.
Yep, and he just right away.
4 different ones. Just oh my god.
You guys actually see Orzer drop to his knees when he receives the memory.
Oh no.
What's wrong? Please, what could bind that?
And
I don't think that's the main issue right now.
The volcanic core is the issue.
No, it's not actually. Well, it is, but this is a. Okay. Someone give me a chair, please.
Yeah, and Fergus will get him a chair.
He takes a seat at the table, and you actually see him pull out a flask and take a drink from it. I'm pretty sure someone imprisoned Eric in the heart of the core. And at the moment, neither is leaving without the other.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
Oh, fuck.
Is he the one keeping it there?
If he leaves, that core will leave. If the core leaves, he will leave. If they separate, their energies will be allowed to move freely. The only reason they're not is, if I had to guess, Eric is fundamentally of the Forge. He controls the heat of the earth. What his abilities have allowed him to do. That's what his status as an enlightened causes. If he wanted, he could create a volcano. I don't think anyone else could keep that thing down there.
So he's got that thing in chains.
Him in chains, because I don't think anything else could keep Eric down there.
Well, Mistress said he wasn't in pain.
I doubt he is. He's probably just sealed and in stasis with his soul just held. He's
So what do we do?
either kill the thing or leave him there. And don't get it twisted, you guys are not ready for that. I don't care what you guys have killed before.
Nuts. Then how about moving it?
Functionally impossible.
There's no way to.
If it's able to move by itself, it would. And if it's not, there's no way any of us can move it. That thing weighs upwards of 30 tons, if not more.
Yeah.
What if by a portal?
No,
No.
planes would be able to carry that thing. In nothing I'd be comfortable creating, at least. We'd have to create a pretty open passageway into the plane of fire.
Which,
I'll leave Eric behind.
yeah.
We can try to communicate with somebody that might be able to do that.
No. No,
Is this
but
thing, would this thing be having effect on the plane of fire?
Yes, it would. Very similar to ours. It
It's got to be pulling in, right?
has magical gravity in a way. It's where the theory of magical gravity came from in the first place.
Surprised Leo hasn't reached out to any of us yet about it.
I doubt there's anything he thinks you could do about it. This is what
out of our
Archdruids were
depth right
invented
now.
for. Archdruids were made to do, but I doubt the ones we have could.
So we just do nothing then?
For the time being,
We work towards the spot where we can do something.
yes.
Or you get in contact with something strong enough to crush mountains. I'm talking the core, I'm talking whatever weird shit you guys managed to contact.
I think
Can't
I
get
know
That's up to you guys.
there's something that can do that, but
Would a
none of
phoenix
us
on the other side be possible to patch it up?
Might be able to fix the hole, but it couldn't drag this thing.
At least if we fix the hole, that's something knocked off the list of things to worry about.
Would that make it difficult to fix it properly later?
At least if the hole is gone, we know that there's going to be less bleed over, there's going to be less influence of the other planes. At least the stability will be able to help. It's a Phillips layer.
So
need
is
to
that?
s-
I guess GM question.
Go ahead.
Magma's in that. Oh. Yeah, magma's in that like halfway spot of earth and fire, right?
Specifically, yeah. That's the Fountain of Creation is a field of volcanoes that sits between fire and earth.
Okay, so would that thing be considered basically both earth and fire elemental?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Methinks. What about two primal elementals then?
If you're thinking of getting those earth turtles, that's probably the only thing comparably strong enough to drag it. Don't you go thinking summoning a primal elemental is going to solve this problem. I remind you, an archdruid can do it once in their life and it kills them.
No, you think low of me if you think I'm going for that route of problem solving.
I'm just trying to make sure you know the scale that you're dealing with.
I know.
What about Ares?
It's that exact issue with the scale because of how much of an issue that thing is down there.
Ares might be on the ability to communicate with it, to convince it to do something, but Ares is particularly powerful.
A
and probably
warmonger?
Yes, but look, if Ares is stronger than an archdruid, it's not by leaps and bounds. It's by political and what they've gathered.
There's a faint over everyone. Also, we're not working with him.
Yeah.
I know that. Again, that's what I said. I had an idea, but nobody's going to like it. It's just, again, spitballing here.
Oh, I didn't
No.
hear you say that at all. I think
Yeah, no, we
everybody
didn't hear
was
that
talking
either.
at the
No, I
same
did hear you
time.
say that.
Oh, I
You're
said-
just
I
like,
said-
oh, what about Ares? We're at war with him?
No, I had said none. I have an idea, but nobody, including me, is going to like it. It's just an idea.
I think when you said it, you cut out.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm not looking to pull anything onto this plane. I'm wondering if the ones on their own plane would be willing to fix their planes,
we need to talk to Leo.
and we could just coordinate the timing of it.
If we speak to Leo, we can get the Phoenix back. And at least that might be enough to patch up the hole. If anything, maybe I can speak. How many Phoenix would it take to move that thing?
Why? You don't count them.
Goodness. Physically drag it, I couldn't guess, but command enough magic to do something about it. Anywhere between 3 and a dozen.
Sir, how many days
Oh.
until the meeting?
Including today? 3.
Yeah. We don't have 3 days to fix this.
We don't.
I know we don't.
I
Again, just ideas.
I know, it's appreciated, but
Yes, but this is
Yeah.
not something we can solve immediately.
right now we may just have to
No,
write them
not.
down and we may just have to write them down and see what's going to happen.
Yes.
Gods, I'm just giving ideas. Jeez.
It's appreciated. I'm not saying anything against it,
Neither am I, but
but right now, gods, this is fucked.
It's a little overwhelming, isn't it?
yes.
To be dealt with.
You see the dean kind of pull his head out of his hands for the first time in this whole conversation and just, I should probably get the city to evacuate, shouldn't I?
Could Ashton generalize it? Like an estimate on that? Like how long it would take to, like, become an
Evacuate.
issue on the top side?
You, if this thing isn't currently an issue, you could not hazard a guess. Because this thing is like, in terms of lore and how much people, it's like Tarrasque levels of bad.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
It's not Tarrasque levels of difficulty to kill, but in terms of just damage to the environment, it's Tarrasque level.
Yep.
I think that might be a good idea.
At least
Yeah.
start it. I don't think it's about to pull itself out in the next few days, but
I'm not willing to risk
It'd
that.
be a good idea to err on the
Go.
side of caution.
We've got just under 1.5 million people in this city. We're not keeping people here for this.
Of course.
Perhaps Calciolaria, maybe?
Calciolaria's got a population of 200,000.
yeah.
It's
It's very small.
This is gonna have to be mass exodus.
it's gonna be Anther all over again.
Worse. Peduncle could split
know-
in 4 directions. We only have the ocean, the desert, and Calciolaria.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me... How long will you wait until you begin?
If I can begin right now, I will. But what is your idea?
Give me time. There is a gathering of all the tribes of the desert in 3 days. I will speak before every council to see if I can get their aid in transferring your people across the desert.
Are outsiders welcome to those councils? I've never had the chance to research them.
If you would like to attend, you will be my honored guest.
Yeah, I need to... Yeah. At
Please,
this point,
my tribe specifically.
Orzer just stands up and says, I'm gonna go put every protective magic I can over this volcano. You guys deal with outside influences. I'm keeping the city under lockdown.
Go do that.
Please do. Oh, I have to go find my dad before he does something stupid.
I'm sorry, you need to find who?
I need to find my dad before he does something stupid.
Did she,
One more time.
Did you fill us in on that, or was it just the ocean thing?
I don't know if Gareel told you guys about Esther's dad being there.
Oh, he left pretty quickly to go.
Yeah,
sorry,
well, then in
is-
that case.
Is this the one that you need us to be there with you for?
No, my stepdad. The man who I consider my actual dad, the man who raised me since I was 5. He lives here in Vulaerie. He's who I left at 2 in the morning last night to go find. Anyways, that's besides the point. Speaking of which, he needs passage to the gathering. I said that it would be fine. He's my father. I trust him with my life and everything else. So I think it's okay. Is that okay? You guys can meet him. We'll go meet him. Anyways,
Okay.
she's going to turn to the dean. You are my honored guest. You will come with us. We will speak on your behalf. My tribe alone travels the desert more than any of the others. We will guide you. I will make sure of it.
please understand,
I-
if this gets bad, we may have to evacuate the desert too. This isn't citywide.
This is. Yeah.
And this is what
I
they
know.
were planning when they wanted to eradicate the entire south of the country.
It's very possible that this could blow up half the continent.
Well, then you need to understand that that means my people are in danger. My
No,
tribes.
That's why I want to go there to warn them.
Then we're on the same side. And I will do everything in my power.
I'm
We will do everything.
gonna go direct the university to pack up and shift over to a demi plane. Meet me at the end of the day. I'll be ready by then.
Understood.
Okay.
In that case, we might want to go find my dad. Fuck.
I was hoping to meet someone here.
Before Orizer leaves, Rosalind's gonna catch up with him, and I know this isn't perhaps the time and place, but here, let me return this. I forgot before. I'm sorry. Thank you. And she gives him back the sword.
He takes it, pockets it, and just kind of gives you like a thanks and continues casting a spell that is like him beginning to construct it. And in the 5 minutes he's been out of the room, he's created like half a church's like size of just like spell circles and inscriptions and precious metals and gems all surrounding him as he manipulates it from a distance.
Okay.
Massive here.
Something tells me he's gonna need more than one catnap potion.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else for us to do besides prepare for an evacuation, I say we grab what we can and get out of here. What time of the day is it?
Wait for the
Noon.
Dean in the evening, and in the evening we'll be able to head over to Aesol with
Yeah.
the Dean.
No.
I think-
Right?
Who are you trying
Oh
to go meet?
god, okay.
What?
I need
Fervus,
to
who-
check in on someone.
Who are you planning to go meet again?
Give me a second. Let me just pull up the name. Professor Codwell. Just because, since
Would you
we're
message me?
evacuating. Huh? Yeah.
That's what you messaged me about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say it right. I did have that planned for you to meet them next session.
Next session? Okay.
Like, beginning of next session, just for the sake of getting this stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So you will meet them during the evacuation, all right?
Okay, cool.
So as you guys head down to the coast, and you can almost follow the sounds of Gareel shouting at someone on the beach.
Of course he is. Jesus Christ.
And as you kind of follow the sound and meet up with him, you see your stepdad floating about 15, 20 feet into the ocean on a surfboard, lazing on his back, sunbathing, as Gareel issues pictures in a book in Primordial at him.
Esther just starts laughing.
Oh,
she's laughing.
Gareel kind of looks around you with this like crazed look in his eye, like he won't listen to me. He says he doesn't remember who I am.
I told you! You didn't listen to me! I told you you couldn't get anything through his skull. It's a miracle a fishhook got through there.
You see him kind of sit up and go, "Oh hey, Esther!" He kind of waves at you from like 30 feet away.
Oh my goodness.
Dad, please come
What's
to
all
the
this?
shore.
What's this about this stupid ocean goddess you keep talking about?
Dad, I pissed off Ron. Now please come to the shore.
You keep saying that. Who the hell is Ron? And Gorilla's like, I've been trying to tell you for the past 3 hours!
Here, I can make this a little bit easier. Esther, you're still wearing that belt of strength, yes?
I am.
Do you think you could pick him up with it?
Oh, I could.
One moment, and she casts fly on her. Go get it.
Esther's just gonna very quietly just kind of pat Greel's shoulder and just, please go sit down. I will take care of this.
There's just a frustrated noise as he goes and like stalks off.
And I'm gonna have to deal with that later anyways. She's gonna fly over to her dad. Get out of the
He can
water.
look at you. It's like, you can fly too.
No, this is a spell. Get out of the water.
It's so nice today, though.
I know, but I'd rather you not die
Oh,
today.
Nothing's killed me yet.
You know your goddess, Tempesta, the one who controls the weather?
Of course.
Yes, well, there's a lady who lives underneath the ocean. Her name is Ron. She basically hoards all of the treasures of the ocean, and I pissed her off, so... Water.
What's she gonna do? Throw a rusty hook at me?
She's gonna throw a net on you and drag you down.
Well, that sounds unpleasant.
Exactly! Now please, get out of the water! You've given
Yeah.
Gorilla a stroke at this point.
Oh, I didn't get close
Oh
enough to
my
get a look at him.
That was real.
God.
Yes,
Oh my god.
yes,
Smiles
Dad.
and picks up the surfboard and just starts walking across the water back to the surface, to the land.
Yes, Dad, that was Gorilla, my partner. Now please get back on the sand.
Oh, you two finally figured that out.
Esther
Oh,
takes a
God.
minute because she realizes what she just said.
Parallels.
You said that out loud, Esther.
I'm
Yeah.
too tired at this point.
But you guys watch as this, like, mostly naked in, like, what's the equivalent of a Speedo water genasi.
Oh no.
Just basically
Yeah.
lightly jogs back over the surface of the water to the land.
I imagine like both Fervus and Rosalind both have like hands over their eyes, like hands like just in front of their eyes, like, oh, okay, yeah, lovely.
Esther is very happily floating along beside him because he got out of the fucking water.
Like, this guy's literally just that thing of like a lifeguard running on the beach, right? With like the red board.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but he's also
Except
literally
it's
walking
slate.
on top of the water.
Yep. We know what water walk does.
Well, it's not water walk.
We can assume it's water walk.
I'm
Alright,
not even gonna question it anymore, but I now see every piece of Esther. Like you really
By the-
see where she gets it from.
Guys, I would be swearing if I wasn't in my parents' house right now, trust me.
he is a heavily tattooed, heavily scarred beef of a man. Take with that as you will.
He's just like sitting there, just like I now see why Esther has no regard for her own life, and it's because of this man, because he has no
Yeah.
regard for his life.
You're not fucking wrong!
Goodness.
I am.
He raised Esther since she was 5. You're not wrong.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't know why either of them aren't worried about the wrath of gods.
Alright, everybody. This is my dad, stepdad. He's my dad. The other one doesn't exist. He could be dead for all I
Hi.
care. He doesn't exist.
Cool.
Hi.
Dad,
Sure.
this is Fervus, Ashta, Rosalind, Xenia, and the one that is probably having a stroke off in the corner is Garil.
You see him, he's not having a stroke, he's having an argument with seemingly the air. And
He's fighting with Bob.
gesticulating angrily.
Esther just kind of sighs, and that would be Garil fighting with Thoth, probably.
Or
He kind
thinking
of
he's
looks at each and goes, so you guys are the island kidnappers.
kidnap.
What now?
The
What?
island goes
Points up
where
to the
we
castle.
ask it, so I don't think we kidnapped it.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
So you guys are the island kidnappers, is what he said.
Exactly what has Esther been telling you about us?
I said we found it and that it's ours. I didn't say we kidnapped it.
The island kidnapped. I think.
I
it
I feel
has
like you
stuff
said it in
on
a way that he assumed that.
Well, he's drunk half the time. How would I know?
Hey, I'm not drunk
Nice.
half the time, I'm drunk 3/4 of the time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go. And Asher just walks off.
Yeah,
on, man.
Fervus is gonna walk off along with
that,
Ashta.
that may be it. I'll be back, and she's gonna follow Ashton and just hopefully help. I don't know.
Esther's
Hey,
just
I'm
gonna kind of
Xenia.
look at her dad. He's a recovering alcoholic.
Oh. Was it something I said?
Fuck, guys.
No, it's
Yep, Xenia's just walking away.
yeah.
I didn't hear if you said anything.
Oh, he turned to you and said, was it something I said?
It's the being drunk 3/4 of the time.
I'm not drunk right now.
I know you're not. I can't smell it on you. You're fine. He's just sensitive around the topic of alcohol.
Oh, okay, I won't drink random then.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But, should I go apologize to Garil and also, Ferris?
It's more so I think Fervus is very bashful in terms of you're in your Speedo, and I don't believe he's used to nudity. Same thing with Rosalind.
Oh,
rest-
Fergus is the Genasi. Gotcha.
Yes. Fervus is the Genasi, Rosalind is the very lovely lady, Ashta is the one who looks like he's a mech half the time, and Xenia is this lovely elf right here.
Don't exist.
Xenia walked away, like, when he went, is it something I said? Xenia was already gone. Like, just like the, oh god.
I would go apologize to Gariel. I think he's getting into a fight with his god.
Yeah, probably. When did you come here to talk to me,
Attaboy.
by the way?
We're leaving tonight.
Oh, why?
I will tell you when we are on the castle and there's a calm moment.
Do you guys have, like, a beach up there, or...?
We have a lake, yes.
Perfect. Am I allowed to swim in it?
Yes, you are.
Good.
So, real quick, out of character, you should maybe explain it to him now so he can, like, take his belongings.
Okay. Alright, actually, you know what? We went into the volcano.
Oh, you survived.
There's a volcanic core inside the volcano.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a very powerful elemental that will destroy half the continent if it gets out.
That's bad.
That is bad. So I think
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, that's
So-
bad. Oh, that's bad.
Is it planning to come out?
No. You know Eric, the one who got trapped down there? He's gotten caught
that
up in
guy.
chains. He's holding it down there pretty much. Or the elemental is holding him down there. We're not quite sure.
Damn. I knew I should
Uh,
go back into wrestling.
No, Dad, no. Long story short, gather your stuff. We are leaving tonight. I'm going to have to see if I can get my tribe, to help get Vulaerie across the desert.
That'll be fun. At least the gathering is soon.
Yeah, it's 3 days. Now go get your stuff. I'll come and get you tonight, okay? And apologize to Gariel. Oh god, I think he's about to have a fist fight.
You see Gorilla kind of like start
Fucking
marching his way
fist
over
fight,
to you.
though. Just, oh god.
And you see your dad kind of like put the hand up like, "Hey, Gorilla, didn't realize it was you. Sorry, man. Thought you were just this one priest who always comes by and yells at me to stop swimming in the ocean nude. But it wasn't nude this time, so I didn't know why you were yelling at me."
Jesus Christ, I love this man!
Oh my god.
Gorilla just kind of sighs and just like, "Oh, you haven't changed."
Did you get into a fight with your god?
No, my god was trying to calm me down.
He's having a hernia right now.
Love, it looked like you were about to hit Thoth, and I don't know how well that was going to work out.
No, that was me trying to punch a hole in the duat that I could throw your dad into.
Please don't throw my dad into the duat. I happen to like him.
Can't find a hole big enough, it's fine. Also, Thoth told me you found something bad. Should I be ready to go?
Yeah, we are leaving tonight. There's a volcanic core inside that thing.
He just kind of sighs, just like, "Please tell me you mean of the magma pocket variety and not the elemental variety."
No, I mean the elemental. It's bleeding the fire plane dry.
One of those is in the other of those.
This is the other of those.
I mean,
And I'm not gonna tell which one.
you seem kind of like,
Which
close his eyes
basically
for a
means
second, like, let me guess. Eric? Is Eric the
That
one
you-
keeping it from destructifying the southern half of the continent?
it's either Eric is keeping it down there or it's keeping Eric down there. We don't know which.
Either way, as long as he's good at balancing. Okay, is the university taking care of evacuations already, or should I help?
They're taking care of it. They're going to move everything into a dummy plane.
That'll be interesting. Okay.
The issue is evacuating the city. Which, good thing the gathering is soon, because I'm going to have to ask them for some help to get an entire city across the desert, because otherwise they'll probably get lost and die. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Shit.
Huh?
Hey, please, just when all this is done, just one day, Vulaerie, if it's still on this part of this side of the ocean, just like hotel, coffee shop, like 3 days, just hang out,
Yes, I
relax for a
promise.
bit, please. Jay, does he try to swim?
Yes, I promise. When the gathering is over and everything just settles for 5 minutes, I will most happily spend 3 days away from everything. Most happily.
Okay. I'm
Welcome to what my life has been like for the past several months.
Yes, I'm gonna spend the next 3 days meditating. I remember Thoth telling me something about trapping elemental, imprisoning it, or channeling it, or something. I'm gonna see how long it takes for my meditation until he breaks down and tells me.
Well, we have about 3 days. I'll make sure that the room is comfortable and I'll make sure you get food.
Well-
Neat.
So it'll be a sacrifice of fasting, is what I'm gonna be doing.
Fair enough. You can
Hopefully,
do that?
I can. So being his cleric for most of my life, he's a bit more loose with his information.
Oh, that. He's making me tell secrets, goddammit.
Yes, I ran out of secrets a while ago. Apparently, once you write something in a diary, it's considered research, and he already knows it.
You keep a diary?
Not anymore.
Oh. Oh.
What did you write in your diary?
Let you live that down.
You'll never know because it's magically tuned to light itself on fire as soon as you find out about it.
Pretty much.
I might have to ask Thoth about what was in that diary.
Good luck with whatever sacrifice. I made him promise to keep that under lock and key, although he's quite forgetful.
Oh,
I'm gonna go be with Jade for a bit before I have to lock down for a few days.
please do. I'll be up in several hours, I suppose. We're going to grab the dean. I'm going to grab my dad.
I won't
Yes,
be able to
that
communicate
means
for the
you.
next few days. Just anything really bad happening, tell Thoth to kick me out.
I'll make sure of it, don't worry. And also I'll give him a kiss.
Yep, he kind of nods and you see him kind of whistle and a firebird flies down and he ties a note to it to give to Rose and it flies back up. And he says, well, I assume you get do you still go by Mr. Mackin? He just shrugs. And I see you again, Esther's dad. And he's lifted up by Rose.
Now, I'm going to go find Ashta. You're going to go pack your things. I will meet you.
He
At the
lifts up a
university.
singular bag. Got it.
Anything else?
No, not that I can carry.
Alright, then you're going to go get dressed, and I'm going
I
to
am
go
dressed.
find Ash. You need to put pants on.
Skirt okay?
Yes, you may wear a skirt. I do not care. Just please put
He
something
pulls
else
like a
that covers
sundress out of his bag and pulls it over his shoulders and
I
around him.
love it so much. That works. I don't know why you have that, but that works.
It's really breezy. Also, if I don't want to cover my face, it's the best way to walk around in the heat.
That's fair. Alright, follow me then. We're going to go find Ashta, and I assume switch over to the others while Esther tries to find them.
So, Ashton, where did you start running off to?
Probably just into town, or
Service
I like
and,
back the way they came.
Following.
Okay.
Hope we don't run into him too much.
I'm sure that we can
He's
find
a
a way.
handful.
You know what? We can have a firebird or two keep an eye on him and just check in with them occasionally and make sure we're not in the same area of the island as he is.
He's a handful.
I'll
And
probably like him. His breast's probably flammable too.
It's
Ashta and
not a-
Rosalind.
Mhm.
You both get a feint from Carson.
Uh-huh.
And just goes, please tell me this wasn't you guys. This time.
who
What?
was it?
She fainted
What
back.
the-
What?
What the fuck are you about to get us into?
Oh,
Rayla's been
God.
polymorphing
What
people
is
into
that?
random animals for the past 4 hours. Can you please get them to stop?
Oh
Wait,
lord.
what?
You're not.
Thorn turned into some kind of fairy dragon and apparently has access to spells now?
Ash is gonna insight this.
Oh,
I thought Rayla was with us!
No, Rayla
Oh,
was
Rayla
left
got left
behind.
behind, so she can get dragged into a volcano.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna insight check Carson.
Go for it. It's with disadvantage because you're not there. But-
Okay. 13.
You have every reason to disbelieve him, especially once he sends you an image of like, your squad all turned into various breeds of goat.
Yeah. Fergus will like pat both of them on the shoulder and be like, "Those are your familiars. I'm out
Fergus,
of here."
you're not in this in this chat.
Oh
Yep.
God.
This was sent
Spain.
to Ashton Rosalind.
So apropos of nothing, Fergus just sees Asher like crack his knuckles and go, "She forgets she taught me how to hunt Fae."
Uh-oh. Fergus is gonna like go up to Asher and like, "You okay, buddy? You alright? What's wrong? Is this a Rayla problem?"
Me and Rosalind are gonna head up back to the tower,
I guess I'll join you.
if you'd like to.
Okay.
On the way.
Xenia,
Before
by
they
now you
even
are cut
start-
up, so what are you doing?
Sorry?
Xenia, you are with them too, so what are you doing?
He's just like, what the fuck? Okay. Dash is in fight mode. Are you going back up?
Rosalind is
For the
gonna-
record, he's not in the like fight bow mode. He's in the when he was dragging Caius back with a concussion mode.
Ash is in the very concerned dad mode and feel like he's gonna beat the shit
He's
out
about
of
to-
something, which is not a good dad thing to do. Just
He's off of his
John?
12-year-old son.
John,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you nicely. Please stop talking
Sorry.
over me.
Sorry. It's just.
Thank you. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Very angry dad mode.
Yep, it's very angry dad mode. Are you going back up or is it an issue here?
We're all going back up.
We'll be heading back up, and if you want an update, and Rosalind will send Xenia a quick Feign update package.
Oh, I have dispel magic. I should help with that.
I'm gonna make sure Rayla is the
Does
one
she-
to fix it.
Does she not have to concentrate on that?
I'm worried about that now because I haven't seen what her magic's been up to since the wish.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Roll me a perception check.
What?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh dear. Can I guide myself or is it spur of the moment?
Guidance yourself.
Okay. 21.
Your wand is gone.
That motherfucker.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker. Xenia goes into angry dad mode. I'll kick her ass. I'll kick her extra with my fucking belt.
And around now, Esther and the dad walk up, and the dad, when he walks up to you, Ash, like, "Hey, sorry, didn't realize the problem. I'll chill with the talk about it.
He,
I'm not gonna
he
drink all night."
turns and there's this glint in his eye.
He says, "I promised Esther I'm not gonna drink around you while I'm around you guys, and I won't talk about alcohol. Is that cool?"
Appreciated. You picked a bad time, unfortunately. And he
Yeah,
goes,
apparently talking about the world about to end, or this continent at least.
I'll make Rayla wish that's the worst issue. And he's
Oh, who's there? Did I forget your name again?
he's gonna go, Xenia? And he puts like a fist bump out.
Xenia fist bumps. I don't know if you want me to cast
Yeah.
a spell or not. Yeah.
No, and then just Lucy appears.
Okay.
Can I ask what's going on?
It's something with Rayla. I don't know.
Rayla, check the polymorph wand.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
That's so
Oh,
much
that-
concentration. That has 7 charges.
I fear for what that child is doing.
Asha hops on Lucy. Let's go.
That's Wings, and the dad is just like, "Oh my god, you guys are the coolest."
Xenia's hopping on. I'm
It
doing
depends. It depends on who's
Fly
riding
home.
him.
Rosalind, do you want to help with this as well?
I suppose I should come and at least see.
I feel like you're helping the Fae wrangling here too.
I'll see what I can do. Lucy looks a little encumbered though, and she'll just cast fly on herself and whoever else needs to.
Fergus will just have a
Yeah.
fly potion.
You can. Oh wait, you just make them.
He has,
In
he has
that
a
Yeah.
watch.
In that case, could you just give one to Rosalind too, so she doesn't have
Sure.
a spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to waste a spell
Is
slot.
Xenia
Yeah.
not turned into a thing?
I can. I don't want to right now because it's once per day.
Oh, it is once per day. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, let's
we'll
go.
Just wait
Yep.
here then.
You can
Oh,
call
you're-
down
you're-
Rosé if you want.
Also given a, you guys given a potion by Fergus. Like,
Yeah.
Fervus can basically one action create fly potions.
Yeah.
All right, Fervus, do you mind making 2?
Sure. And he'll
All right,
make
let's
the-
go. And
Let's go.
take off.
All right, then I
And
drink this.
He drinks and goes, "Sweet. Wait, I thought I was not supposed to drink around this, guys."
As this is a potion, it's different. Just hold my hand, and Esther will guide them up to the castle.
Sweet.
All right.
And as you guys
flavor
rocket
thing.
up to the castle, filled with fury of the Fae,
Can I
I think.
ask
Oh,
flavor thing? I know that Esther and Fervus had fiery wings from the potion before. Is that a staple just because Fervus makes the potion, or does it depend on who drinks it?
depends on who drinks it. So,
All right.
for
What do
attention,
water
sorry about that.
wings look like?
it's actually not water wings. You see him basically grow, not quite wings, but fins across like his shoulders and back.
Cool.
As soon as he like straightens out like a fish would, he just starts flying forward like Superman.
Okay. Also, what does Rosalind wings look like? Fairy wings?
Butterfly wings, yes.
Rosalind-
Red
Yeah,
and
alright.
white.
Exactly. It's exactly that. It's a set of butterfly wings, and then set beneath them, kind of like on the inside, is a smaller set of moth wings.
Aww.
Nice.
Alright.
All right.
I wonder what Ash's would be.
Alright.
As you guys rocket towards the castle, filled with fury, anxiety, and also readiness to smack a fae, that's where we're going to end for today.
My goodness.
Okay.
Short version.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
End it for now.